to you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, there goes the Daverhood. But what you were just listening to is actual, real live. Hold on, we gotta get that and the light on also. But we got it. Yeah. Real live, actual, not goats, but these were sheep, ewes, and thank all of yous for listening. Ewes and lambs that were at our local fair just last weekend. We're so excited. Well, I was so excited about this. There was not so much a state fair because that passed about a couple of weeks ago, but to our big local county fair area, they brought for showmanship. We're not talking about shearing. We're not talking about meat. We're talking about like great judging of lambs and ewes and sheep. And later in the day, they did goats and what's the female version of goats? Female goats? I'm tired. But anywho, when we went to see this, right? Because I was like, live animals, sheepies, and sheepies that are meant to be admired and bought and then eaten. But the thing is, or used for stud, things like that. So they have all these young children. It's kind of like a 4-H thing, and they're not so young, like kids in their early teens who are managing and grooming and taking care of, very often like a whole family would do more than one sheep. They would have a ranch, they would have a farm. And so they would bring them out to this pen over by our state fairgrounds, and the judge would be there, and he'd have this microphone in his pocket. He'd take the microphone out, they have the loudspeaker, and he's like, here's a fine-looking one with a good spine, and you can always feel like the head, or look for the neck. Here we go. We didn't enter him yet, because he's a little too young, but we may enter him next year. So, yeah, we went to see, and we didn't stay very long. We stayed like 10 minutes, because basically it was going to be a parade of, here's a sheep, looking good. Okay, you get the blue ribbon. Here's another sheep, looking good. Okay, bronze ribbon, So
when we got there, it was the awards. We didn't have the judging. We saw the awards.
Oh, so the win. Well, no, he was still the guy who was giving the awards. He was touching those animals.
Would you like to see all the photos?
I would like to see all the photos. Yes.
And did you tell them what you had? So, this is the hoot hoot. So we're gonna start. It's the chicken. So you don't want this. You don't want this. We have one of you.
Show me where I start. So this was last
we just
Sunday.
Only one of the goats. Let me see.
But this is thrilling. This is.
This is the girl who won everything, and the judge is the guy in the hat. The judge is the guy in the cowboy hat, and the girl is the one who won a lot. She won a lot. Remember?
Kind of hard to see, but
you could do this, David.
Oh, I can make it bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's the judge. I mean, this brings me back to Colorado. This brings me back to when we actually did go to the Greeley Stampede all those years ago. And so here it is. Here's this fella, this real Western rodeo type. He's doesn't look like he's attacking this woman and showing her judo. He's telling her, hey, you got a good animal there, and it's worth this, or not financially worth this, but
no, but maybe.
Yeah, and you win this award, and he's going around this pen, and then they just had all these beautiful sheep.
Canned coffee, we'll get that for you later.
Yes. My wife is just showing what Starbucks. I'm not a big Starbucks fan, but sometimes they have stuff
like that pecan coffee,
that I will guzzle and drink and enjoy because I will. But boy, oh boy, to go and see local sheepies here in Maryland, because in Colorado you expect it. But in the middle of northern Maryland, maybe 12 miles from Baltimore City, you don't think like, oh, sheeps and goats and lambs better scurry. When I took us out in my Subaru Surrey, a Surrey Baru.
There's definitely they were very cute.
Oh my God.
Extremely cute.
But, spoil sport that my wife is, she's like, Dave, you can look at the sheep, you can see the little lambs and the ewes, do not have sex with them. And I was like, I just want to go there, I want to enjoy, I brought condoms, and yet she's like, no, it's for visuals only. You can get excited, and don't jump around and scream because you'll scare the animals, and they'll crap themselves and run around the pen and stuff. Just watch, inhale, and take in the magnificence of sheep judging that is only like a couple of miles from where you live. So, wait, what is this? This is a llama.
I don't know, you've got it in your feed.
This is my Facebook feed from the Artsy Farmer. It's an ad. The fall color on the farm is stunning, and now there are 22 babies running around. Look, we did not see this. This is a llama.
Let me see.
Yeah. But very, very happy. That's my phone. Very, very fun thing to do last week. We did 2 unusual fun things last weekend. And if you know anything about my wonderful wife and me, Dave Lefkowitz, by the way, hosting Dave's Gone By, if you know anything about us personally, it's that we are pretty sedentary homebody people, particularly post-COVID, but even before. I don't drive on highways. So I don't want to drive far places and unknown places, and I don't like driving at night. So we're pretty limited in the scope of what we want to and what we get to do. Also because my wife's, incredibly busy with her career, and I got other stuff that I want to do. I like to sit at my desk and work. This is what I like to do. I like to go through my old files, my reviews, my stuff that I'm doing for my website, davelefkowitz.org. Also dealing with every week a brand new episode of this podcast, Dave's Gone By. So,
David, you could show them all the what are we?
Yes, that's what I'm getting to. Yeah, the thing is,
downstairs though.
But last week, there were a couple of things going on in our neighborhood, and we were like, I was like, yes. So first, I wanted to see these sheep, and I would have stayed there. It was cold. I would have probably stayed a bit longer just to see more animals. But I will say, shout out to the fry guy. Because me with food, we were at this thing. It's an event, except it's not really a big public event. It isn't meant for the general public. It wasn't like the fair. It's really for these kids and these people who are there to watch these and to be judged and maybe to buy and look at other people's sheep and farms and stuff like that. So we're coming out of the place, and it was between breakfast and lunch. So we weren't really hungry. It was like 10:30 in the morning or something. But there's this guy with a grill and a menu and a list. And I'm saying like hamburgers, hot dogs, this and that. And God bless him, the man is not gouging, right? It was something like $5 for a hamburger, which is what a hamburger should be. A basic grilled burger.
I think it was 4. It was 4.
Oh, sure. And $3 for a hot dog.
And $3 for fries.
And yeah, $4 for fries, which I was like, hon, I know it's between lunch and dinner, but
it's breakfast and lunch.
Cover your ears, potato.
Breakfast and lunch.
Breakfast and lunch. But it is always a good time for fries. So we're like, he served us this nice helping of fresh, like out of the fryers, so hot that you're like, my mouth is burning, but I love it hot kind of fries.
In front of the place where they announced the Maryland State Lottery.
There's a platform there in the state fairgrounds. And we're just sitting there in scoops of ketchup eating fresh, fabulous fries for like $4, which is what they cost now at McDonald's. Maybe McDonald's is like $3. Oh, I feel like I'm going to regret all year that I didn't get a burger. Or that I didn't grab like a hot dog. It was 10:30. Huh?
Go next year.
Yeah. But oh my God, this man charging reasonable prices, sometimes really good prices, for fresh, delicious, fair kind of food. The stuff you get at a county fair, the stuff you would get at a grill, at a outdoor park cookout. So I wish I got his name. Thank you. Those fries were deliciouses.
It was like a food truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had a big menu.
Yeah, that's true.
But he also had a grill outside the truck. Like he was doing his stuff. Yeah.
Very good with learning that.
Well, when I see food, I am. So that was one thing. Our extraordinary weekend adventure. I mean, some people go skiing in San Moritz, fine. other people, they jet over to London and see a couple of shows on the West End and tip their cap to the Queen, or there's no Queen, to whoever the King is. Right. Who's it's Charles, King Charles.
He's not the Charles. There's the King, yeah.
He's the King, yeah.
Of Andrew's mountain bike.
They're hopefully not tipping anything to former Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
But no, we got to see sheep and eat French fries, and, or as I like to call it, sheep dip. We also, the day before, our local gardening center, a place where you buy...
Well, you know how I did it? I asked my phone, this is sad. So the AI on my phone, I said, what's to do in our area this weekend? It suggested it. I'll ask my phone here.
Yeah, what's to do this? Here's your phone, yeah.
Oh, no, you want, I'll get you the pictures too. Wait.
Here we go.
Pictures first, right? There's a bunch of pictures.
Well, let me tell about the second thing that we did, and then the pictures will go with it. So...
If you go, David, there's a ton of them.
Great, oh, yeah. But let me set it up and let me talk about them.
It's also the things we bought, so...
What we bought? Oh, yeah, we bought, yeah.
Oh, my Lord. Okay. Wait, okay. So, here.
Oh, yeah, all right. Let me, before I show the picture, so our local gardening center, which is, it's a big place, kind of expensive, but it's people go there for their pumpkins. In a week or two, they'll be going there for the friggin' trees.
I'm going to ask your phone.
Well, what are you asking?
Free local events happening. Oh, not this week, this weekend, sorry.
Yeah, today and tomorrow, yeah. Anything? Well...
There's a PTA, that's not for us, that's not where we live. Oh, look, they announced it. Markets at Craft Galore, annual craft market at the church, we think.
That's next week. Yeah. The big one is at the school.
The Methodist one is this
right.
one.
Okay.
Call that Crafts Galore.
Oh, is it? It's not really galore. It's got like 12 people selling crafts. 30. Yeah.
There's a music bingo, but that's in Annapolis.
Music bingo!
Annapolis.
When we...
Annapolis.
I know, but when we were looking for something to do in Texas...
Oh boy, there's Halloween.
What?
There's Halloween, hula music and dancing in Halloween costumes.
Where?
But it's at 6 p.m. tonight in Baltimore.
Hula-ween.
What? I don't think that's true. It says here, free activities and ongoing events. Baltimore Museum of Art offers free admission. Is that true?
It might. Some museums do that. Yeah. What's up?
And then Walter's Museum of Art has free admission. I don't think they're free.
They're not free all the time. They might be free. This might be their free day for people.
Well, it says certain days. Yeah.
You want to go?
No, I don't think that's...
we've been to both of these art museums.
And there's giving counties that are far away. Another farm county, it says free access to a farmhouse tour from 1800s, but it's like 3 hours away.
It's one of those all the way down in...
It doesn't know the... Yeah.
Well, it says near me. It's going to consider the whole state of Maryland. Let's see what else it's got. Oh, but
I have to make it.
Well, I was saying. So this local gardening center where we bought bird houses and bird feeders and sometimes plant. We went there once. We got one, and then what else do we usually buy there? A plant or something.
Well, you'll see the pictures.
But this time, we're like, why do we want to go there? Because we don't want to buy a pumpkin or anything like that. We're not into the holiday per se. So...
Oh, look, so the place that we go to get your pants?
Yes.
They have Sammy Flava and Bobby Blues Band. They play there.
Sammy Flava?
Sammy Flava. Live blues music.
Yeah.
It says... and they're going to have Eric Hyatt join them this special day.
But wait, is it Sammy Flava Senior or Junior?
I don't know which Flava, but it's 8 p.m. That's late.
The floor is Flava, Wow. Sammy Flava. And I think they're grooming Sammy Flava III to be a saxophonist. I'm not sure. I could be completely wrong. But oh my gosh, the dynasty of that Flava family is just fabulous.
Let me see if I could...
Any other amazing things happening in town?
Oh, no, I'm going to get you... I'm trying to get you the... Oh, honey.
Yeah, dear. Uh-oh.
Whatever's going on here, I don't know.
What is Oh, it's Sammy Flava. Oh, no.
I don't know who's Sammy Flava and who the group is.
Oh, no. It's like Sly Stone turns gay and joins the village people out of makeup or, out of costume. What the hell is this?
What is it? Read the event.
Sammy Flava and Bobby's Blues play a restaurant. Well, it's on here, Cooper's North. Am I interested? Eight people are going.
Wow.
We could go to this.
Oh my God.
18 more are interested. What to expect? Hold it.
What do you expect?
It's Bobby, as opposed to the Bobby Blue Bland band thing that was actually well known, I guess, in the 60s and 70s. Special guest keyboardist Eric Hyatt will be playing this gig with us. Let's take a look at the Bobby's Blues Band website, which is coming up. Sammy Flava and Bobby's Blues Band. This website uses cookies. I'll accept.
Are they singing or is it music?
The blues is alive and well in Baltimore. Oh, they're a band. They're probably a cover band. Sammy Flava and Bobby's Blue Band is a dynamic blues group out of Baltimore, Maryland. Okay. Solid performances with a sound deeply rooted in Delta, Chicago, and old classic blues songs, fronted by the soulful vocals of Sammy Flava and Bob Blue. It would help if I had glasses. I have them somewhere.
So many pairs.
Good. Kushner, but not like Jared, or Kushmer with an M.
Hold on.
I have glasses right here. They're somewhere.
Right there, before potato.
Oh, well, they're right in front of potato. I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh, that's Sammy Flava. And, he went rap for a while. He called himself Flava Flav. It didn't work. No. Anyway, rhythm section, da-da-da. The band's repertoire includes tracks from legends like Bonnie Raitt, Freddie King, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Bonnie Raitt, they liked her so much they list her twice. Bonnie Raitt again, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, B.B. King, Albert Collins, Robert Cray, keeping the spirit of blues alive with every performance. Do you want to go? Do you want to hear some live blues tonight?
It's at 8
o'clock. I know,
I don't think we're going to be there that
but
late.
they're fairly, it's a fairly local.
I hope they play some Bobby Raitt.
Who? Well, Bonnie Raitt. They may. They mention her twice.
Sammy's a girl.
Is she really? Wait, that thing in the middle is a girl?
That's Sammy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Sammy. She's pretty.
The one who looks like Sly Stone is actually a hot little
Hot lady.
minxette. Look at that. Oh.
18 interested. I don't know if we're going to be able to.
To fit. Well, the place is fairly big. I mean, you could get a bunch of people in there in this restaurant, which actually has very good food, by the way. But
If you could sit outside if they leave the doors open,
Oh.
they do it because it'd be nice at night.
well, maybe in the 50s.
Outside. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Because it's beautiful weather, but it isn't quite like let's sit outside and once the sun goes down and eat and well, we could see. We could just, if it is kind of cold outside, we could just sit at the table and chill. I haven't mentioned, or maybe I did mention once, that you're watching. I haven't gotten to the thing yet.
Okay, and the picture, we have plans too to show.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's all tied in with what I'm talking about. But I want to remind you, you're watching Dave's Gone By. For whatever reason you're watching this program, I'm Dave Lefkowitz. That is my darling and amazing wife. And we are hosting this 1006th episode of this program. That is not a misprint or a miss wall post thing. We've done 1005 previous shows over the past 24 years. And this one is different, but no different, as they all are. So we goof around, we talk about our lives a little bit. Then we also have certain segments and sections of the show. For example, we'll have Greeley Times, since I was mentioning Colorado, which is a funny segment based on a real column in the Greeley Tribune newspaper in northern Colorado of ridiculous phone calls that come into the police department there. We also have our Colorado Limerick of the Damned, where we will be going to Cardiff, Colorado, and basically for a short, horrible poem that I've written about Cardiff, as I have written more than 300 other poems about other places in Colorado. We will also have story time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, on this program. We've been doing this a lot, and I do enjoy it. This week on story time, where I don't have to create any material because it's all written for me, the classic children's book, Penrod's Pants. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Penrod's Pants, which shall be read.
Jeffrey Gooden's birthday.
Yeah, yesterday I called him.
Oh, okay, how's he doing?
Thank God he's doing all right. Oh, actually, it was the 30th. It was Thursday. Yeah, our friend Jeff, who used to co-host this program for about 2 years, going back about 15 or so years ago, and we used to do a show on Stony Brook Radio as well. Jeff is doing great. He's out in Vegas. He's working. Yeah, things are good. So happy post-birthday to our friend Jeff Goodman. Anyway, Penrod's Pants will be the book of the day that we will read, and we do have special guest. We have a guest. Everybody get your disco on. So I have sort of a disco.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Okay.
Acorn lights. Come on, Potato, you can do it. Potato's still wearing his witch hat from last night. That's closer to this. That's real disco, yeah. Now, if you know me, disco is generally not the kind of music that I listen to, but I appreciate a great song or two from any genre. So years ago, we had Harry Wayne Casey from Casey and the Sunshine Band on the show, and he wrote a couple of great ones. And now we're going to have a guy who wrote songs in a whole bunch of genres. He's best known for disco because that's where his big hits, but he also had a big country one.
What's today?
Today is November 1st.
I need to get printer ink. You have 20% off.
Okay, cool. So Harry Wayne Casey was on the show talking about his career. Today we have another guy who had a huge disco hit, not for himself, but for his legendary late wife, Donna Summer. A song called Bad... So that's Gloria Gaynor, but they did Bad Girls.
She sang that.
She sang on the radio? Oh, MacArthur Park, that's right. Yeah. So he co-wrote a number of Donna Summer's best-known hits. But he also wrote songs before her, when he was in a band called Alive and Kickin', that Tommy James of Tommy James and the Shondells kind of brought to prominence and helped produce them and stuff. And then he went off, Donna Summer passed, they were married for quite a while, and then she passed of cancer. And he went on to be in more bands and to make more music. He's got new albums out. He did one about a year and a half ago. His name is Bruce Sudano. Bruce Sudano. So he's going to be talking about his recent music as well as his early years. Guy is a Brooklyn kid, grew up in Flatbush. So we're going to ask him, of course, about all of that and growing up near, I was an Ocean Parkway kid. I don't know if he was in the same area. But Rabbi Sol Solomon will be doing the interview with Bruce Sudano. So if you have any interest in Donna Summer or that era of music or country or R&B or folky kind of, personal storytelling music, this is the guy, Bruce Sudano. Don't miss. Very cool dude. And we have an interview with him that we will be doing later in the show. Okay, so that's what's going to be officially on the Dave's Gone By show. Going back to what's unofficial is the stuff that we opened the show with, which is what I did last weekend. And what we did was there's a gardening center that is, fairly near us. And they were having this special weekend, not just because they were trying to sell all the pumpkins before Halloween, but they gave space to an owl rescue foundation team. And so a couple of people from this foundation brought in live owlsies that you could look. You couldn't touch them because owls are like.
The one before us, one little cuckoo pants. Remember, he jumped off the perch. We didn't see that one.
Oh, we missed him.
Remember, they said
he needed a rest. Yeah.
The one got a little bit scared and he jumped off the perch.
So I was like, hon, we are going to see owls. We're going to see some owls. It's not like I had like 20 owls or something, but they had a couple that the handler, wearing serious gloves, took out and would show. So first of all, here's me, because my wife loves taking pictures of me, and I don't mind being taken pictures of. This is me with an enormous pumpkin there that weighed they kind of thing that, can you guess this pumpkin's weight? And this pumpkin weighs more than 300 pounds. So there I am, I'm poking it in the belly button, which I used to do to my dad, and he enjoyed that so much. And then what else? Here's me poking the pumpkin again. This is me standing with a pumpkin that has been... Oh, no, this was just a cardboard. Was this an actual pumpkin decorated, or was this just a cardboard thing?
No, that was when you measured your height. See, look.
Yeah.
See, you can make it, you could do like this, you know?
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's right. And this proved that I am now just slightly shorter than 5'2". Look at this. Look at it. I used to be 5'3", then I was 5'2", 2 or 2.5. Now I'm straight down. I'm literally just, by the time I'm 70, I'm going to be a shrimp. And that's not even with scoliosis. It's not like my back is rounding or anything. It's just like I will lose something. Maybe the skin off the bottom of my feet. There's no hair on the top of my head to lose anymore. So I'm losing scalp surface or something because I'm getting so down there. People are just going to wait. Hi, Dave. Anyway.
I don't remember if my printer cartridge is 902 or 920.
We can look it up. I
don't know the printer. You bought it before?
Yeah, I bought them online. The ink?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so it's okay. And here I am. Even though I'm losing...
Guess the weight?
This is this.
Oh, well, you're strong, David.
I know.
Look at you.
Yeah, I may be losing height, but I'm gaining muscle mass.
You have also lower charge.
But this is all fun stuff. And now here's a guy with an owl. So here's the owl dude.
He's the same guy from...
Yeah, from the last time we saw live. But the interesting thing about this owl is, as you can see from this close-up here, the owl is kind of messed up.
Tell him what happened.
This wasn't the unlucky one, but he was pretty unlucky.
No, the one that he was telling us the story of an eagle that got hit by a car. Then when they did the surgery, they found it had buckshot or it was shot at. It was
there's an eagle that just they didn't bring him. They talked about him.
He was at at a farm we've been to before.
Yeah, and I was just saying, the eagle hit by a car. Someone had shot at it prior. Then something else terrible happened to it. It got
I think it had diabetes.
Yes, lung cancer at the same time. Lost a claw. I mean, its beak developed bunions or something. I mean, but this owl was actually hit by a car.
Yeah.
And lost its eye. You figure an owl will lose a lot more than an eye after getting hit by a car. So this is the owl with his bad eye to the camera. But it's still a beautiful creature. I mean, it's just...
They turn their heads to 360, which is off-putting.
Yeah.
It's like, whoop, yeah.
I wish I could do that with my penis. But here's the owl again. Again, with the bad eye facing the camera. Pretty cool stuff to see this up close and in person. And let's see let's see what else we got.
That's the guy from the Wildlife Rescue.
Yeah. Let's see if we have any more. Oh, here's another owl. Look at this one. Look at this fella. Yeah.
Let me see.
That's me on Tuesday mornings where I have to go teach.
That looks great. He's beautiful.
Gorgeous, gorgeous owl.
That's the one I think that jumped off the perch before we got there. He didn't like the traffic.
Oh.
I think he was having trouble with the noise of the traffic.
Look, he also needs eyeglasses. Look at his eyeballs. It's like cross-eyed owl man.
He's got, what do they call that? Is it presbyopia? What's the one where
that's one eye going
a stigma. I don't know. Poor thing.
But anyway, so it was really, really cool to see a couple of owls.
Show them. I didn't bring the plants up, but you could show them.
Yeah, no, I can show them later after the interview. I can bring them up when.
Oh, show them down there though.
So I didn't see any. Yeah.
There are plants there. The plants we got. You didn't see it?
I didn't see them in photos there. But we also, because they were starting to sell seasonal house plants and outdoor plants.
Like this way, say.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Okay, so go this way then. Like you're gonna go this way. So when you're swiping,
yeah,
you should not see a pumpkin. The next thing you see is red. You're going the other way.
Ah, okay. So
I know you like the pumpkin photos, but there's also you.
So why don't we take those? We like this one, I guess.
You like that tree?
Oh no, it's called Burning Bush.
Oh, that's why.
And speaking of burning bush, our local market does sell something called vulva balm. So if you have a burning bush, You might want to try some vulva balm or vulva ointment. I think they also hold. Here's something where they did pumpkins that were competitive. Plus, we bought plants. This is the...
No, you're going the wrong way.
All right, hold on. This is me praying before the burning bush.
And now you'll see much more plants. You'll see what the plant babies.
More burning bush. Me just with both a phone and a straw in my pocket. I do wish you, before you take the picture, you might want to say...
I can't see half the time you're posing, and I'm like, let me get the camera.
Good picture. I like this one. If it weren't for the fucking straw in my pocket.
I'll cover it.
Yeah, we can Photoshop
I'll cover
that.
that one.
That one's okay. And then all Jewish men my age start to look like Stephen Sondheim at his age. Well, not dead. But there we go. This was...
Show the plants.
They were just in that one where I was posing with a pumpkin. Here,
Okay,
here.
let me color the one.
Let me just
I'll
get
get
this.
that thing out for you here.
One moment, please. Here we go. So, yeah, so we bought these two little plants. They have lived a week, so that's pretty good for me. These two plants are still in our kitchen.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Here's the phone.
Look at the straw, you. David, please don't put straws in your pocket, okay?
All right, well, if I put them in my pants pocket, they get crushed and they bend, and then they get the little hole in them where you can't drink.
Which is the one you like? This one?
Well, there are a couple of them that I want to go through them later, and I'll download one or two and we'll show them. But anywho, that was fun. That was
Is it this one?
unusual. I think that's pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of their edit. Let me fix it.
Yeah, just airbrush the straw out me pocket, if you would, and you would.
Magic eraser.
Yay! So this weekend we'll probably go to another little
Oh no.
little thrift fair thingy at a local church, and then do our usual. And my usual is doing this program, Dave's Gone By, for you guys every Saturday from 9 until noonish or thereabouts. We've been doing them since October of 2002. So yes, we are now well into our 24th year on the air. You can find this here on the Facebook page live every Saturday, as you know, because you're watching. But then the episodes get posted on davesgoneby.com, the official website of the show, which is where all our archives reside, davesgoneby.com. Plus, we put all our archives on archive.org. Archive.org. We have a channel there. And so all the interviews that we've done, all the episodes that we've done are also at archive.org. Plus, you can find us and all our material audio only at castbox.fm. So if you're running around, you don't want or need to visually see this, you just want to hear the show, which is still essentially a radio program, you can just download it and pod stream it, whatever the wording is these days, from castbox.fm. We have a channel there. So all these different ways and places to listen to vintage and classic and recent episodes and see recent episodes of the Dave's Gone By show. Probably your best first stop is either the Facebook page or our official website, davesgoneby.com. So we thank you for joining us. As I said, we have an interview, we've got our Greeley Times, we've got other stuff. Trying to think, was there other stuff that we did during this whole week worth talking about? Ate a lot. Ate at various places, which was always a nice thing. We were reminded, not that I would have known, but if you're looking to have South Asian food, if you're looking to have Indian food, there's always so who's vegetarian and who's not, and who's spicy and who's half spicy and who's not. Turns out Nepalese is pretty friggin' spicy. Would not have thought of that or known that. If we were kind of a mild people, they'd be like, oh, nice and gentle. No. So there's a place that opened up not too far from where we live that's been advertising, and we wanted to try it. And we passed it by, and it's, yes, the two things that really go great together, pizza and curry. And anything goes now, pizza and curry. So I go in there and I order a lamb dish, which was delish. And then the missus, she's vegetarian, so she goes for dumplings. And so, it's always nice to have, I love dumplings. We both love dumplings. But she gets them and it's like, vegetarian dumplings, which are kind of hard to find. around these parts. Everybody got dumplings, everybody got pork dumplings, everybody got chicken, but vegetable dumplings, not so easy. It's not like we're in the middle of Baltimore, not like we're in the middle of Manhattan or something. So we find them, and she gets them, and she's so excited, and she has one, and it's like, help! Help! They weren't that, but they were pretty spicy.
You think I did that?
I did it for you. So, but yeah, because it was, and then it reminded you, Nepalese is kind of spicy.
I did that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, even though I haven't eaten here, I did finally get to take a picture here of a new chicken place that opened a few miles from where we live. So that this is called Dave's Hot Chicken, I think, or Dave's something. Yeah, Dave's Hot Chicken, which makes wings and boneless and whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And their logo is the plastic chicken, but the really messed up thing about their logo is, if you can see it isn't just that plastic, it's got that thing around the mouth, like the rubber ball that people use when they're doing S&M stuff. So look at that bird, look at that chicken, look at his mouth, he's got the strap.
You can do another one.
That's really effed up, Here, let's see, here's another picture. I'm not sure which picture I like better, but they're maybe one of them I'll use, but and I haven't, as I said, I haven't tried them yet.
Maybe tomorrow.
Because I love wings and I love hot wings.
Tomorrow.
We can absolutely. I might see how Mr. Tummy feels, or if I feel like some spicy,
You need to feel
spicy chicken. I also want to read some reviews of the place. So we did not eat there. Dave's Hot Chicken.
Reviews of Dave's Hot Chicken restaurant in Baltimore.
I'm sure it's a chain also. So.
Oh, there's the AI does it. Oh, fries.
Oh, they have fries.
Here's the AI.
Well, I mean, generally positive. Well, everything is generally posive. Bob Dylan's Blonde on Blonde, generally positive. Praising the juicy, flavorful, and crispy chicken tenders and sliders, as well as
a sandwich, like a tiny sandwich.
Yeah, I know, but when it occurred to me, meat, beef, chicken sliders, like, okay. And as well as unique specialty sauces, they have me with that. Some customers know high prices, inconsistent spice levels, with mild being not spicy at all, and seasoning on the fries too salty for some tastes. Complaints include long wait times. And again, this is AI, so I'm not sure. Let's see some actual Yelpy kind of things that they have. Here's Yelp. It's easier on the Yelp app. No, I'm going to stay on my browser. I'm not downloading it.
I'll get it for you, and I'll get it for you.
Okay, here we go. Thanks.
I know you struggle with everything.
Thank you, dear.
I'm going to find a place for you.
Well, just where the recent reviews are. I mean, it's got to be recent. It just opened a month ago. Or at least this outlet did. I just love their logo, quite honestly, because it looks like the rubber chicken I used to have. There's no good reason I had a rubber chicken, but yeah.
4 people just reviewed it.
Oh, okay. They probably went yesterday.
This is their website, yeah.
Yeah.
I see reviews. Hold on. They have the chicken on the map.
Well, they should.
You can't show that.
Oh, I can't. Oh, okay, sure.
I'm trying to find that.
Hold tight, folks. This is, we're talking about Dave's food here.
Tenders, that's why.
Oh, all right. Okay. I will try them at one point. Maybe tomorrow.
Rating, but you can't. How do you click on their ratings? I don't know.
Well, Yelp uses unless you need the app, but it's usually pretty easy on Yelp. They're pretty upfront about stuff.
I'll find it. Hold on. It opened September 5th.
Yeah, well, all right. 2 months ago now. Can't believe it's been 2 months and I haven't tried it yet. Shame on Dave. Anywho, what else?
There's one review at 1.
1 star?
Yeah.
What do they say?
Oh, it's the same thing, yeah.
Because I will say we went to a Chipotle last week.
I'll look up on Google.
Right? Yeah, while you're doing that. We went to the Chipotle in that location.
Google reviews of Dave's Hot Chicken in Hunt Valley.
And it was one of the things where I was kind of in the mood for Mexican, probably should have been more choosy. Sometimes Chipotle is great. This one, not so much. And it was like they had the food out for a while. You could kind of tell. And it was just like reasonably tasty, but like, I should go to the Mexican food truck instead next time because this was like, why are we paying $11 for this? Like carne asado. Bleh. Anywho, people said, so Dave's Hot Chicken got a 4.5 here.
Good, okay. And that's the right one that you're looking for. I found it.
Yay. Well, this is Google review summary is 4.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Delicious moist chicken, excellent fries, generous meal size, and good value. So I don't know. I was looking for the restaurant, not the party house.
Oh!
Alrighty.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
It?
Is there a party house called Dave's Hot Chicken?
Is that it?
Well, yeah. Well, this guy's saying food was great. Moist chicken, spiced to flavor, not hurt. I like that.
Yeah, but he was looking for a party or something, right?
They can offer you to challenge you on the spice chart. That's a party. That's a party in your mouth.
No.
Fries were excellent. Milkshakes are available.
Oh, I would get a milkshake if I'm having hot chicken.
Yeah, okay, that would make
sense. It would cut the
burn. That burn. Great food, excellent service. I think they're still working out the kinks. We ordered mild and got hot everything.
Oh, God.
And they forgot our nuggets. Okay, that's not...
Oh, my God!
She gave them 5 stars, and they forgot her nuggets. But the manager went above and beyond to fix everything. Awesome customer service. Okay, that's nice. That's nice to hear. Food is as good as everyone says it is. And the workers give great service.
Ooh.
All right, so not too...
But if you go get a milkshake, because if it burns your mouth, let me see the menu. We'll look.
Yeah, I mean, we can. It's going to... So... This is really the most important part of this program. Dave planning his weekend meals. It's like, not going to miss barbecue.
I don't understand what that means.
What meal? They was looking for a party house?
I was looking for the restaurant, not the party house.
I don't know. Is there a Dave's party house? Well,
and then
you are in Dave's party.
The owner wrote, "Thanks for the love."
Oh.
So what is that? I don't understand any of that.
It'd be fun if the guy from Dave's party house said, "Thanks for the love." That would be, there's a place I would attend for the weekend.
The crowd at a glance. 10-piece Dave's Bites.
Yeah, I will try them. Absolutely, at some point, because I won't go to Chick-fil-A.
You get a meal with like tenders and fries, sliders and fries.
All right, yeah.
They have a lot of meals.
Well, good. They're not going to have anything for you there except fries and milkshakes. There's nothing there that you, I could imagine possibly eating. They're not going to have tofu sliders or tofu tenders. I would try that. But...
Fruity Pebbles milkshake.
Oh!
An Oreo loaded milkshake.
Oh.
A regular Oreo, large Oreo loaded milkshake, small M&M's loaded milkshake, and vanilla bread.
Wouldn't you choke to death having an M&M milkshake?
You gotta chew it. You got teeth.
I know, but it's like these little pellet M&M things that you're sucking through a straw.
And they have like frozen lemonade, lava burst, they have all kinds of fun drinks.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally like one of these places, if you're like a late night Saturday and you're high, it's like,
well, I hope they have tea, it doesn't say.
Oh, I don't know if they'll have fresh, unsweetened iced tea. At a place that is serving M&M milkshakes.
You missed the Fruity Pebbles milkshake.
Yeah, Fruity Pebbles milkshake. Yeah, they're not going to have like...
That's the healthy one.
Fresh, unsweetened iced tea, freshly brewed with a squeeze of lemon. No!
Wow, David, they have 7...
What?
7 heat flavors.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yeah, if it's it's like going to a barbecue ribs place. They should have various sauces of various complexities and spice levels. That would, that would make sense to me and to anyone who eats that kind of food, like me. What else happened this week? Anything else? Because we have stuff to get to.
Look at the pictures.
The pictures we did. We did the pumpkin. We showed the plants. We showed the owls. We showed the sheep. Shown the sheep. He's shown the sheep.
You had a cronut.
This morning, yes. Well, you were kind to bring that from work. Well, someone brought in.
That's the only thing they gave me. That's what the name that they gave me.
Well, no, you also brought home pizza the other night. Not great pizza, but what's that line from the movie? It's like, good pizza is bad pizza is pizza, baby. It's always good, you know? What else? Anything else that we recall that we did or saw or lived through that we could or should mention?
I don't know, Books.
New York Jets won. Instead of tanking.
Is that a joke?
Yeah, the New York Jets are a joke. No, but they actually won last Saturday, the first game in the 8 games that they played so far.
Oh, could they have a new manager or something?
No, they've just sucked all year. And you know, it's a classic bad team. Like when the offense is playing well.
They like the Jets and the Mets or the Knicks.
Oh,
and
very important.
I know there's a duo, right?
Yes. If you were in like Upper Bronxy and New York,
the
New York,
Yankees, yeah.
Yankees,
Yankees.
Giants, Los Yankees, Los Giants,
Really?
Los Rangers,
What are the Rangers?
and the Nets.
Hockey?
Oh yeah, New
What
York
are the
hockey.
Giants? What are the Giants?
Giants are football.
Oh God, okay.
Yeah.
And then the Jets.
But if you're Long Island and Brooklyn,
What's the Jets? Are football?
Jets are Jets, Mets, Knicks, and
I know the Knickerbockers are
Islanders.
basketball.
They are New York Knicks.
Islanders are hockey.
Yeah.
What are the other two?
Well, there's if you're from where I'm from, it was Jets, Mets, Knicks, Islanders.
Say what sports they play.
Well, the New York Jets is football. You're putting me on the spot. Islanders are hockey, as you said. Knicks are basketball, and the Mets are baseball. Barely, you know. And so when I grew up, I wasn't into hockey. My dad was a little bit, and I wasn't really into basketball. But those were my teams.
Because they named his dog Warner Wolf. For the
Warner
hockey
Wolf.
Announcer. No, Wolf, but
he should have named the dog Warner Wolf.
For the hockey guy, because they played hockey. Yeah.
Well, no, Warner Wolf was the broadcaster on Channel 2. I think he's still alive.
I'm sure.
And you remember the classic moment of Warner Wolf on TV, right?
He lost his toupee or something?
His teeth!
Warner Wolf loses his teeth.
It was magical. Because he was on local TV for years, and he was the guy who gave us the phrase, let's go to the video
of Warner Wolf, the broadcaster, losing his teeth live on TV.
Let's go to the videotape. You know, he coined that catchphrase and used it all the time. It made sense. And every had a replay.
David,
yeah.
So this is it, but don't play any sound.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got it. This is the moment on live TV.
You gotta press play.
When his bike play. Oh, so I can't play. There's no sound.
There's no sound, yeah.
All right, let's see.
Just touch
Where's
it.
the play?
Just touch it in the middle.
And I can make fun of that because I wore a bike plate.
Is it top or bottom? Like which set of teeth was it?
That's interesting because they fell out on the bottom.
Which set of teeth did Warner Wolf lose when he was on TV as the broadcaster, the top or bottom? One of his dentures, it doesn't say.
Yeah.
They don't specify.
But I used to horrify and fascinate my friends when I was in a sort of early teenage mode because I had a plate that was plastic plate with 2 front teeth in it because, you know, I had cleft palate and hair lip.
Oh, look here.
Yeah, show me.
No, that's not, that's not.
And it was removable. I had it for years. So, you know, at night, I had to clean it off and wash and dip it in like Pepsodent or something and then put it back in. But I had spaces here with no teeth in them, and I just put this bike plate in, and just, you know, to freak out my friends, I'd start moving it with my tongue, and suddenly, like, my teeth would come in and out and in and out. They loved that.
But you weren't on TV.
No, I was not on TV. I was luckily, or it would have been really cool, actually. But Warner Wolf, while he's doing this sportscast, which was live back in the day.
Wait a second, he just sent you something.
Can you see if Warner Wolf is live?
Warner, what, is he human?
Yeah, WOLF. See, this one, he's okay.
Is Warner Wolf, the broadcaster, alive? Yeah, he's 87, semi-retired in Florida.
Semi-retired? What the hell? I wonder.
He still contributes to a radio show. He lives in Naples.
Yay. Oh, yay.
He contributes to an edition of Len Berman and Michael Riedel in the morning. Right?
Well, that show, you know, Michael, who I know very well, a few months ago, they were off WOR, so they had a formatting change there.
His slang, his phrase was, "Let's go to the videotape."
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad he's alive.
He was arrested.
For what?
He broke letters off the sign at a plantation estates in Naples.
Was an HOA thing?
Yeah.
Well, we all love our days, but no, he was part of that era.
In the morning.
Roger Grimsby, Bill Buttell,
Yes.
Chuck Scarborough, Sue Simmons.
Oh, I love Sue Simmons.
I mean, those are different channels. And then Roseanne Scamardella, John Johnson, Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah, he was a real reporter.
Joan London, Michelle Marsh. She was a little cutie.
Oh, everybody, yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Who was the
I can't remember.
Who were the folks back then? And it was, but yeah, the eyewitness news team, and they became like an extended family. You'd sit down at 6 o'clock,
Well,
and
you knew them. You got to know them.
yeah, and then of course there was Roberto Tirado, who's been on this program, the Channel 11 weatherman, and then I tried to get Lloyd Lindsay Young on. A couple of years ago, I tried. He was a little later in the era, but he was so good. Hello, Frisco. It was great.
Oh wow.
Who else were the newscasters of that? You're younger than I am, but it was
still the ones you said.
Yeah. Who were they? Who were the leads on Channel 2? Wait, 7 then. No, who were on Channel 2?
I don't know.
It wasn't Huntley and Brinkley. They were little. They weren't quite before my time, but they were before, or they were national. Anyway, we're just smushing time here on the Dave's Gone By Facebookio Programio Podcastio of the Air with me, Dave Lefkowitz. Thanking you again for watching. We will get to our segments momentarily because I think it's time for some crime, don't you? It's time to bring in the criminality, my friends, with a segment that we like to call Greeley Times. Has to do, pig time. Yay. Our first phone call coming.
The phone behind you, the big phone.
Oh, I got that. It's somewhere on here. Oh, I'll get it. There's point to it. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, this is the emergency phone.
That's Warner Wolf just sent that to you from the 80s.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you have the teeth, make them fall.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. It's like, let's go to the video. All right, we do have a phone call, though, coming in to the Greeley Police Department. Real actual phone calls in our segment called Greeley Times. So we begin with a caller. Where are you? At a health clinic on 13th Street. So what happened there? Right, you really what? Huh. Okay, so a caller at a health clinic on 13th Street said a woman.
Point to the doctor next to you.
Who's that? Oh,
the doctor right up on the wall.
Oh, there he is. There's the caller. A woman came in bleeding, and the staff was unable to help.
What?
When the woman left, she put a knife in the trash can outside. The caller was unsure what to do with it.
Can I tell you, I was telling somebody, we're talking about like payment and healthcare, and remember when we used to live in Colorado, there was an urgent care across from the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
I went there one time, I had an eye thing, and I remember that if anyone didn't have insurance, even if they weren't sick, they would say, no, you don't need urgent care, you need the ER. And they would kick them to the hospital.
Specifically because they didn't have insurance.
That's pretty,
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. So wait, urgent care is private pay and as a money-making operation.
Get rid of you.
Wow. Wow. So much for do no harm. Anywho, do we have another call?
Uh-oh.
Oh, a call on the catch-up phone. Hello. Where are you? Unknown address. A caller at an unknown address saw a woman hiding in a neighbor's trees across the street.
Nice.
When the caller confronted her, the woman said she wanted to talk to the kids and started laughing. Okie dokie. Yeah, Yeah, anybody wants to start talking to children for any reason, you call it.
Well, it's hard to climb a tree. Maybe she needed help to get down.
I wonder about it. Although maybe the trees were so lush that she wasn't physically climbing the trees. Maybe she was just like between them in an area and they couldn't see her.
Stuck. I mean,
Oh.
it happens.
Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe she was bored and branching out. Get it, branching out? Okay. I'll leave that one for now. Leave. A caller, oh my God. The hell is this thing? A caller at an unknown business said a man came in earlier and started talking about being rude and commanding respect. Okay? I guess we all have that issue of wanting to be respected and stuff. Why a man would go into a business randomly.
But isn't that customer service? I mean, I thought that was customer service, right?
Right. No, I mean, I don't know if he went into that business before and was treated badly.
Oh, they have a pecan latte. You like that.
I want that. I want that now!
I make that for you, baby.
Yeah. I mean, if we hit a Starbucks, if not. It's all good either way. Oh, hold on, I gotta grab the sheep bone. Hello. Oh. Where are you? Also unknown address. Okay, fine.
Wow.
A caller at an unknown address said that he got a call about being investigated for money laundering in Texas.
Okay.
And wanted to know if the call was real or a scam. I'm guessing, sir, if you were not
from Texas or in Texas
and you've never laundered money,
yeah.
It's probably I can't say 100% for sure. It's probably a scam.
Yeah.
Very likely. I'm so disappointed. This happened like twice over the last 2 weeks now. I get a call, not a scam, not a whatever, not these scam likely things, but guy calling me by name and asking for Dave Lefkowitz. I said, okay, fine, yes, hello. And he's like, hi, I'm a headhunter. And I'm like, yes, okay, because I've lived long enough and I'd like to be soup for some people. No, and I said, yeah. And he said, well, we have these things about investments and about leads and financial stuff, and if you can pitch them. I was like, wait, whoa. And of course, it's not like Dave Lefkowitz is the least common name in America. And of course, he was looking for somebody else on LinkedIn, some other guy who apparently has been in like financial strategizing and marketing, and they were trying to poach him from whatever firm.
You should have just said, I'll take it.
I should have.
And they've been in there like 1 + 1 is 2. 2.
Oh, 2. Go in the boiler room like Glengarry Glen Ross people.
Yeah, start yelling. I say, where's the cocaine?
Like, where's my Red Bull? Sell. No, buy the Red Bull. Sell. Anywho, a caller. Oh, pig phone. Okay, I need to draw this call out.
Oh. Whoa.
A caller on 8th Street, at least this one isn't unknown, we know 8th Street, said a man had been sleeping for over a day. When the caller woke him up and asked him to leave, he said, draw your weapon and shoot me. It's so Colorado. It's not like, yeah, sorry, I crashed, I need some time just to sleep, or, leave me alone. It's not your car, I'm on the street, it's not your property. But no, it's like, you know what, I've lived long enough. Draw your weapon and shoot me. The hell with it. That's quite a beautiful sentiment right there. All righty, let's have another phone call. Oh, we have something. What is that?
Don't show the address.
Oh!
Don't show the address, though.
Hold on, let me see what goes back. Chizuk Amuno presents Hanukkah. Oh, God, no. Well, we can show the address. It's in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hanukkah. Here, I'll show you. Oh, every time I move the phone, here we go. Hanukkah.
What is it?
It is, I'm assuming, a place where you can buy.
Here.
So if we're interested, or if there's a website or something.
About.
Maybe they're in Pikesville or something.
No,
where are they?
It's better.
What to expect? What do you expect from Hanukkah?
Yes.
Rabbi Sol should go to this. Get ready for a festival of.
You should. What?
Get ready.
What?
I'm reading this, folks.
Yes.
Get ready for a festival of lightsabers and latkes.
We gotta go.
We do. Join us at Hanukkah, where Hanukkah meets Comic-Con. Jesus Christ. In a one-of-a-kind actually, there's no Jesus Christ. That's kind a one-of-a-kind celebration of pop culture, comics, sports, toys, Hanukkah gifts, and Jewish pride. I'm there. Come in costume, meet comic artists and creators, enjoy Hanukkah-themed vendors, food, I'm guessing it's kosher, and so much more. Whether you're Team Maccabee or Marvel, that's pretty, I could have written that. That's very good. There's something for every fan in the family. Stay tuned for more information on tickets.
We could get Sol and make him green like the Hulk.
Actually, if it's Sol, we just got, yeah, I know, I'm the schmuck. I'm the schmulk. That's what we call him, the Incredible Schmulk.
Well, I know where you're going.
We're going to that. I am going to that at the very least. Plus, you could eat stuff there. It'd be
It's the
kosher.
14th, December 14th, yeah.
Yeah, why not? School will be over by, or we'll just be grading or something. We can do it. Oh, another call. I hope it's Hanukkah calling with more information. Oh, wait, here comes my ear pro. I gotta be careful with this one. All right, here we go. A caller at an unknown address said her husband wrote her an email pretending to be a lawyer asking for updates on their children.
Oh my God.
Wow. There's a happy divorce.
That's messed up.
Can you please, it's like using all this legalese and then throwing in there, is the teddy still chewed off with the ear? I mean, did she chew off the other ear? Like all these personal little details, like a lawyer wouldn't necessarily know. Anywho, the things people do when they're enraged at someone else. Lord knows I've been there. Do we have another call? Where's this? Oh, a convenience store. There's the bell, the front door of the convenience store. Well, a caller at a convenience store on 16th Street saw a man threatening staff and customers. The caller was worried that the man had, quote, several sticks on him.
What's he,
That's the luckiest man in the world.
Is he a golden retriever?
I don't. Anyway.
I've got. Here's your stick here.
Oh, this is a potato stick. Now, potato, I'm sorry about talking about fries before. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to talk about holding my anger until later? Some daddies want to die. No, potato, look. Here's a tomato for you. I know how you love ketchup and tomatoes.
You likes it?
All right, potato. Just go and I don't even know what's going on there. I don't want to know. All right, let's do one or two more of Greeley Times and then get to elsewhere. We have another call. We have another call. Hello. A woman at the Greeley Police Department said that she had gotten a restraining order against her husband, but he wouldn't answer his door to get served. She wasn't sure what to do.
It was the guy who emailed the other woman.
Well, she wasn't sure what to do because she knew he was there. Well, wait a minute. Well, if you are serving your husband with a restraining order, doesn't a process server do? You don't go near him, right?
You shouldn't, right? Technically.
So why is she the one trying to get in the door, and he's like opening it? He needs a restraining order against her.
I think probably with there's not a lot of funding, so now you have to do stuff.
That's right. Since the shutdown,
And I have to serve my own order.
if you park illegally, you have to give yourself, you have to write yourself.
And then you fight with yourself, like, I was 5 minutes late, I just parked there. What do you mean you just parked there? You gotta pay.
Oh, speaking of which, there's a funny story in the New York Post, I think it was the Post, where they were having, it was probably a parking dispute. It was a very minor court thing where the police officer, but it was on Zoom.
Okay.
So the officer was
What
appearing
should
on.
I look up?
Oh yeah, you can show it. Well, you'll hear what it is, and you'll be able to look it up.
Tell me.
So the judge was on camera. I guess the defendant was on camera in the courtroom, and then the policeman was zooming in,
Oh no.
and the policeman was like in his uniform and everything. But
Good.
sometimes you don't think of these things. He was sitting a little too far away from the camera, so it did catch that although he was uniformed,
Oh no, he had no pants?
he had no pants on.
Okay, what is it? Okay. Police officer on Zoom in court with no pants, New York Post. Pantless cop shocks judge.
Yep.
Oh no.
Judge wasn't actually shocked. Because
Listen, in New York City, it's hard to shock
like a
a
judge, yeah. If he'd shown up with no pants live in the courtroom, I think that would have been a little closer to a shock. But it's pretty funny. The guy, because you don't think, you assume the camera's up here, you have plenty of room, but the minute you step back or get up for a drink or anything, the camera gets well below. And he wasn't naked underneath, but he was just wearing like shorts or underwear, and obviously not in full uniform.
Okay. So I stopped it.
Oh, you have the video. This is so cool.
I stopped. I'm gonna try to
Yeah, thank you for helping on this.
wait. Hold on, I don't have a trainer phone. Hold on.
My wife is getting the image and the video of this
It just brings the post. Hold
on my phone. Well, okay, but it just has the story.
I'll do it. That's the.
Is there the image of the cop?
Who's running the?
Yeah, this is my phone. See, you can't get it to do anything. Here we go. Oh, here's a video. So, pantless cop. He was, and of course, the New York Post story begins, he was going undercover. Okay, so let's take a look. That's the commercial first,
Oh
of
my
course.
God, David!
Oh, no, here he is. Oh, look.
There's a bird in the tree who's this big. He's as big as my finger.
Oh,
my God, they're back. The little baby birds.
yay. Well, we can see them easier because the leaves are getting off the trees here. Yeah, this thing is just playing a commercial now.
I'll get an image.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, it's just a lesson. Because sometimes I get lazy when I'm on Zoom or I have an interview to do or something like that. And I'm like, I got my shirt. What is the camera going to catch? But you never know. So it's always best. And notice, please notice.
A policeman who's not wearing pants when talking to a judge in New York. Here, let's see. I guess you can't see this.
Oh. Well, there's the police. Oh, yes, you can. So it's hard to tell at first. There's the policeman swearing in. They're saying, "Hi, I'm here."
I swear I
But
didn't.
those are his knees. So yeah.
Didn't they just say they were shorts?
Oh, it was in Detroit. Well, let's see.
You just say they're shorts.
Well, no. Again, he might be underwear, might have been shorts, but it's not a uniform. It's okay. Watch now on TikTok. Thank you. Let's have. Oh the hell! No, I'm not going to install TikTok. No, it's fine. It's fine. Well, we see him. We're good. We're good. We can move. We can move forward.
Well, here's both of them here. Why is your phone all messed up now?
I don't. Well, take off that thing where you twist it and turn it and it flips and it flops. I hate that. Have it one direction. And not that I like One Direction. I'm more of a Boys to Men man. But anywho, it's 10 after 10 Eastern Time in the AM morning here in the Daverhood. I'm Dave Lefkowitz. You're watching the 1006th episode of Dave's Gone By. And here's the judge. Oh, yeah, this is the judge. So let's see it. There we go. All this wording is going to cover the guy's pants. So it is kind of hard to see on here, but the judge is like...
He's like, what?
That must be the lawyer.
Yeah, what?
You're right, he is shocked.
He's like, you got no pants on.
He's like, bro, put on your... Yeah. He's not laughing. Oh, he's not laughing. No, the judge is not happy. Not a happy camper about this.
Because you don't want to do that. Like, remember the lawyer who had
But the poor cop, yeah.
Remember the lawyer who was dressed like a The lawyer who dressed with the kitty had the kitten thing on.
Oh, that was great. The app.
I remember when I worked for a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And I loved the woman. She was great, but she was in her bedroom and she had like a pile of dirty laundry on the bed.
Oh.
And she didn't put the filter, and everyone was like, "Oh, hey."
Yeah, we've gotten so used for 6 years now, almost five and a half years of like, I'm throwing this on. You don't even think about what's behind you, or you don't think.
Are there any more calls? I don't know.
Sorry, any more what?
Calls, do we?
Oh, yeah. One more. Here's our Bell telephone. A caller on 9th Street Road saw a man in the parking lot who kept asking customers for rides. The man also kept approaching the doors like he wanted to come in, but he actually never did. I guess if you keep trying, it's like you ask 100 girls out, one of them is going to take a pity thing and say yes. So he's like, "Can I get in your car and go some?" No, get in your car. He's like, "Oh, thank you," and keep trying until you make it. So we are doing Greeley Times right now on Dave's Gone By. Ridiculous phone calls that come into the Greeley and Weld County Police Department. But part of this segment is also called Elsewhere. It's where we go elsewhere in the world for a ridiculous story that happened, kind of like the thing in Detroit we just talked about the cop with no pants. Now we go all the way to France. We go to for our Elsewhere. This is a story from the Shepherd Express. Where's Pepe Le Pew when you need him? I actually wrote that line. 2 weeks ago, France's National Postal Service. Oh, I hate this story.
What?
Oh, ugh. France's National Postal Service, aptly named La Poste, released a new stamp. Not only does the stamp show a picture of a croissant, the stamp is scented like the pastry.
Wouldn't it make animals crazy? Like, wouldn't animals steal the mail? Like dogs and cats who want to.
Well, they start saying like hot dogs and pastrami sandwiches, but I don't like fake smell. You know that I hate perfume, I hate cologne, a real smell. You pass me by a fresh ground coffee shop, I'm in.
Maybe that will be one too.
Pass me by the Mission Barbecue, I'm like, ah. But fake smells on objects like scented pins and all that stuff and scratching stuff, I hate it. I hate it. Now they're doing it. Can you imagine working in the post office and maybe you have allergies and stuff, and suddenly stamps come in that stink? Even if it's a nice smell, it's a fake nice smell.
They don't last that long. They probably just,
Ugh.
I thought you were going to say when you lick the stamp, it tastes like croissant.
That's next.
No, but you don't want that because it's all sticky.
No. La Poste printed nearly 600,000 of the stamps that honor, quote, the emblem of French gastronomy, said Postal Director Anthony Richet, quote, I had a stock of 1,000, and on the first day, more than 400 were already gone.
Whoa.
I guess these croissant stamps had a lot of consumers. Please stop doing this, post office. Everywhere in the world, particularly American post office, where it's now 76 cents to mail a fucking letter. Do not suddenly have stamps that smell like the flowers that are on them. No. Please do not have stamps that smell like maple syrup on pancakes. Don't even do the John Waters odorama thing, where you scratch it and it looks like a bouquet of roses and it's actually dog turds. No, just stamps should smell like paper with a little sellotapey, licky backing on them, and that's not. And this brings me to the post. Oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm all head up. Oh, I'm mad.
Don't.
What? I want to talk about the post office. So, I have to mail an important letter about a week and a half ago. And it's like I got a couple of papers in it.
Federal shutdown, FYI.
Yeah, right. I forgot about this part. But so it's got a couple of important papers in it so I'm not just going to put it in the mailbox because I may be a little bit over the weight of just using a number 10 envelope. And B, I want to do it from the post office directly because there's stuff in there that has to go. But I'm also too cheap to do like a 2-day, non-guaranteed 2-day priority mail mailer. So I'm online at the post office. It's a relatively busy day. And so you figure nobody's using the post office anymore. Why would anyone use the post office anymore? But the post office is always busy. They always have to open up another window because there's too many people on the line. So I get there, and I have a manila envelope because I'm mailing these things. I want them flat, I want it to look nice, and I want it, hand it to the woman at the postal counter thing, the postal worker. And she's very nice. I mean, and she's like, I hand it to her, blah, blah, blah. I said, could you weigh this, make sure that, and get the right postage on it, because I don't want it to be under postal weight or postage due, as they used to call it. And she does, and it's fine. And I'm also buying stamps, so the stamps go in the thing, and fine. And then I'm about, literally, I was like, okay, now I can seal it because I put something else in the envelope to mail. And she said, no, don't do that. I'm like, what? She said, don't lick it. Don't lick it. And they literally have this little plastic container with water and a sponge in it.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you use that. Yeah. I'm like, okay. She was like vehement that I do not lick.
Yeah, because that's your mucus. You can get your cookies. You got the hurt.
Since time immemorial, since they've invented the postal service with gummy-backed things.
I wouldn't want you to lick it either.
Everybody licks when you, except when you were mailing like 200 Christmas cards to people. And then you have that little, that thing where you press and you smush and you press and you smush, and it was moist and it was a brilliant idea. When we just had a letter or two to mail, and sometimes I've actually gotten cuts on my tongue.
So she's trying to help you.
She is.
You don't like that she's trying to help you?
Well, it's ridiculous. I'm just licking the back of an envelope. She said, no. Use the squeezy squish thing. So I did, and closed it, and fine. It was great. And the irony of all that is, and my wife did remind me that we are in the middle of a federal shutdown. Mailed it. Did not expect it was not a 2-day mail. Did not expect it to get there in a day or two, but figured that it was going about 200 miles, which you can drive in about 3-4 hours. That it would get there by the end of the week. I think I mailed it on Monday and figured it would be there by Thursday, Friday at the latest. It literally took a week and a half. Thought it was lost in the mail. Thought somehow in delivering like a simple friggin' manila envelope from one place to another in 2025, that it would not take 10 days at $1.90 something postage to go from here to there. I almost had to stop and check. I had to do it. It was like, worry about this and that. And almost literally it had gone another day or two. I would have had to call the bank, put a stop, and gotten a new check, and it would have been an absolute nightmare. Instead, finally, the person I was mailing it to said, oh, it came. I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you, U.S. American Post Office, which, as we say, is probably slowed down, is backed up and missing probably hundreds of staffers who are semi-furloughed, they can't lay them off because the judge says they can't. But, we haven't really been touched or affected by the shutdown yet that we think, unless you're on SNAP, unless you're on food stamps or something like that. But it's just kind of had to make me laugh. I wonder if I just put the things in a regular envelope in the mailbox, if it had been any different, or I don't even know. But it's just kind of funny that, they're so persnickety about how to close the back of an envelope, which people have been doing for 200 years.
I don't think so.
And then they can't get a mailer for like 10 days to go from Baltimore to 3 states over. It amazes me. But anywho, that is our story. And thank goodness the manila envelope didn't smell like anything but manila.
That's true.
Not vanilla, manila. It smelled like paper, cardstock, good old-fashioned American real tree smell. Ugh. Can you imagine if manila folders started, these big envelopes and boxes?
They have stencils, pencils that smell. People like it. I have an air filter in my office because I get headaches from smell. But some people really like it. They have perfume or aftershave, or people like it.
I know. Look, there are perfume stores and scent stores all over the place, and Sephora's and places like that. I was like, I don't even want to go in the door. I've hated it since I don't want to smell you unless you just smell basic and clean, right? You're you, I'm me. We have our skin. We have our essential human oils that we make and stuff. And as long as they're not filthy and smelling like you rolled around in sheep ordure, you're great. You're great. I don't need you to smell like a strawberry. I don't need you to be Paco Rabanne and Axe body sprayed. You know, that disgusts me when I'm on especially in a closed space. People also do complain, and this I don't, when they eat on airplanes and you have like a Big Mac meal or something. People are like, oh my God, the room smells like fries and hamburger. This I do not complain about. If it's real actual meat, if somebody's having ribs on a plane, I'm like, the only complaint is my tummy going, I want now.
Do you share with people? Would you share?
I should, but I don't, because the food is usually greasy and messy, and you're passing stuff down, and there's sauce and ketchup and stuff. It's like, if it were a simple thing, like if I had a bag of, I don't know, potato chips or something, or where you just reach in and grab, or I hand one to you, I'd be happy to share. Or gum. I'm always happy to share. Not happy, I mean, I don't want to give away something, but it's like, oh, yeah, haven't got, you want gum? You want gum? Yeah, take it, it's individually wrapped. Here, please, have one. But, you know, if I'm trying to eat a strawberry shortcake on a plane, and who hasn't, you know, it's not saying like, here, try my fork. I'm like, no. But if somebody wants to eat strawberry shortcake on an airplane, go ahead, enjoy. I'm not bothered by the smell that's going through the funnels and the chutes and things. Go ahead, right? And you don't have to offer me a slice. Enjoy. I like the smell, the whipped cream, the strawberry. Just don't wear a perfume that smells like fake whipped cream and strawberry and make me sniff you and then sit near you so it gets on my coat. So my coat stinks for the next 7 days. It's like, you know, just smell like you. And, oh, I will smell like me. Anywho, let's do one or two more Greeley times, and then we'll have our guest in the Daverhood, Rabbi Sol, talking to Bruce Sudano, our Colorado Limerick. So much more to do. All right, here we go. A caller from a store at an unknown location said he was helping someone load groceries into the car, and saw someone tied up in the back seat.
Oh my gosh! What the heck? Maybe it's a child in a child seat.
Tied up.
A child, you have to strap them in so they don't fall out.
All right, well, yeah, but that's different from like, you know.
Why would you ask somebody to help you with groceries if you had someone tied up?
Well, no, you know they have Uber, of course. They have Uber Eats, and now they have Uber Rapes.
No, they have Uber Kidnapping. That's like we're watching a Scandal. It sounds like they're in Scandal. Like, can you help me out with my packages? And then they have someone in the trunk.
Oh my God! So anyway, let's do one more Greeley times today, November 1st, 2025. A caller at a hotel. Oh, you know they do a lot more unknown addresses now. A lot of unknown addresses. How many hotels are in Greeley, Colorado? Caller at a hotel at an unknown address reported going outside to smoke and seeing a large cat. All right. Yeah. The caller told police he was, quote, absolutely certain it was a lion.
Wow.
Not a mountain lion, not a bobcat. Yes. Yeah. And he was telling the truth. He wasn't lying.
He went out to smoke.
Oh, I wonder. Anyway, that, my friends, here on this edition of Dave's Gone By, is what we like to call Greeley Times.
Mr. Horace Greeley was no fool. I'm sure that you'll agree with me that Greeley was no fool.
What he is getting at is that Mr. Greeley was no fool.
Yippee-yi!
Yippee-yi, 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 yippee, yippee, yippee.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here on this November 1st, 2025, the 1006th episode of the Dave's Gone By show, with me, Dave Lefkowitz, my wonderful and adorable wife. Thank you for tuning in. Remember that our archives are at davesgoneby.com. We also have archives at archive.org.
The place
And
you used to work.
well, sure.
That's the parking
Oh.
lot of the library you saw.
Yeah, this is where. Wow, can I show? Should I show?
It's your library.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I mean, I don't mind showing or sharing what I've worked and stuff like that. But
Sure.
this looks nothing like. So for much
But
of.
that parking lot was a nightmare to get in and out.
Oh
of.
yeah, yeah, it's true. So this is back on Long Island. I worked for much of my adult life part-time and for a couple of miserable years full-time at this library. And, you know, I remember when they redid it the first time, like 40 years ago. I've been working there since junior high
I
school.
think they're making a parking lot, I hope, right?
Yeah, they're expanding the library. God forbid they should have more books. God forbid they should have
Nobody
more.
reads a printed book. Everybody just reads the, stuff.
Yeah. Everybody goes to a library now to use computers, which I don't understand.
Because people don't have the time.
Everybody owns a computer.
No, that's not true, David.
Poor people can now buy a
Speaking
laptop. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this. See, this is our current local library. Yeah, baby. Yeah, pretty. I got to put this up next time on the wall. But
I'm trying to get the game we're going to play right before you do your.
oh my God. Well, yeah, we better do it now because this is we're getting ready to do our interview with Bruce Sudano, the co-author of Bad Girls and a bunch of other songs recorded by his rather famous.
Talking about sad girls.
Yeah, that's.
Talking about bad girls.
You sound just like Donna
Here's the
Summer.
book.
Yeah. Oh, here's the
I'm
book.
going to open the thing. Hold on.
We're going to play a little round of mini golf, ladies and gentlemen. Desktop.
Because I can't go up there.
Oh, I'm going to play a little
I'm going to show you.
round of mini golf.
You can pretend. Oh my God.
Because we didn't play cornhole yet, but okay.
This is lovely, David.
Oh, I love. Yeah, we just bought this
This
because.
is actually great. Look at this. You got to open that little greens.
Oh, that is very cool. So I can read a little bit of this.
Where does it go?
I don't know.
Oh, here. Okay.
Okay.
You could put the thing in there if you want or not. I'm gonna.
Desktop mini golf. 18 holes. There we go. Which is a lot even for an orgy. Here we go.
So here, I'm gonna give you this first. Ooh. You can do it with or without the
Check this out.
Oh, wait a second.
Does it work? Does it spin?
Here.
So do you have to press a thing to do it, or does it just
just do it.
automatically? Hold on. How did you get it to?
Here, give it to me. You take this. Take the little things here.
Yeah.
Take the balls here.
I beg your pardon. Oh. Cough. So we got. This is going to be a little tough to navigate.
Kinda here.
All right, hold on. I don't want to lose my balls here. Okay. Oh, it's a wind up. All right, so what I'm going to do
Yeah,
is,
first, I would keep it far away. Yeah. Okay.
and then I'm going to lower this down. We're going to try
Can I have
this.
Your phone so I could see. Give me your phone. That's my phone.
Okay, here we go.
I want to see if I could see it. Okay. You know how to wind the windmill.
I guess in the opposite direction. Well, let me try just with the. Let's see if it goes. So it leaves the hole open. Come on, leave the hole. Good. Okay, let me try it even with.
Oh, Marie said she didn't get a significance of the lighted necklace. What does it mean?
Oh, it's acorns for the holiday. For not the holiday really, but the for autumn. You know, the happiness of autumn. I'm a righty.
Oh,
So.
look how beautiful it looks on the.
Oh yeah, no,
It looks
this
like
is
a golf
gorgeous. I
course.
love this.
Are you on a golf course, David? You gotta make sure it's flat though. That the green is flat.
I should be wearing my golfing cap.
You want me to give me the thing? I'll fix the windmill for you, baby. I know you want that.
Well, I can't even get in the hole with no windmill.
Just put the windmill like somewhere else so that people can see it.
All right, here we go. And here's the rough. We're gonna have the
Just
ketchup
put
be
it
the
in back
rough.
so people can see it.
Yeah.
Just put it in the back, like in the ketchup,
Yeah, here we go.
And I'll put it so they can see the windmill. Put it facing the screen.
Oh, all right. Well,
Turn it the other way. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, perfect. And get it off the green so it's not going to bother.
oh, so you're just like here. So yeah, you're supposed to have it as a what do you call it, thing. But here we go. All right, I'm gonna try. Okay, I better stand up and do this correctly here. Be the ball. Be the ball. Okay. Okay, that's our first mulligan right there. Let's try this one. Oh! Let's see if I can
Well, you practice. You gotta get your stance correctly and get your form. Focus.
Well, this is a par 3.
Focus,
So it's
yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah!
Ah, woo!
Birdie! Come on, you want to come up here and do this?
No, not good. You do it. You
What?
do good.
That was fun. That was actually very cool. I'm going to try it one more time.
Okay.
I don't. Now I lost the other ball. I don't. Oh, there it's over there. Okay. So we're going to try this again without the.
Are you lucky you're playing with which, like, red is your color or no?
Well, I'm blue. I'm playing with blue.
Okay, I get it.
I was like, oh, honey, help me. I have a blue ball. Okay, here we go. Just stretch this out.
I think this is brilliant. Whoever developed
This is genius, yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, this will not go well. 1, 2. Oh, this is going to be a double bogey. I can feel it. That didn't count. little rock patch there. And it's under the windmill. Okay.
Lift the windmill. You could lift it.
So I think this was a par 3, and I got it in 5. Maybe 5, maybe 6 now.
Wrinkled it.
Oh, God. All right, yeah. Hours of fun, my friends. Hours. Oh God. Hours of fun. That was actually very, very cool. That's very. What we have to do is put something here that just stretches this to make sure there's no.
Well, it's the first time you use
wrinkle,
it, so
yeah.
it's wrinkled. Maybe let it out of the.
Yeah.
Let it like get some.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Very, very nice. Let's try one more. I actually enjoyed that. I enjoy so little in this life. I actually enjoyed that. Here we go.
Fun. You should. Why don't you practice on your desk when you're working, and then you could.
Yeah.
Be really, like.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna try one more time without the windmill.
Yeah, without. Oh yeah. The windmill's so cute though.
Ooh, not bad for a first one. I'm almost on the green.
The red. You need the red club.
Oh, you're right. Here we go.
Matchy.
Okay, come on. Try for 2. Yeah!
Oh my goodness!
I got it.
How are you so good at playing golf? And you're much better at golf than the cornhole. Look at that.
I know. That was, hey.
Yeah, well, let me see.
I've got mad skills.
Whoa!
It went right. It was, yeah.
Whoa!
I am John
Look at
Daly,
that.
my friends. Yeah.
You must have played golf before.
What
What does it say in the book? Anything? I'll take the stuff.
Yeah, do you want to read from the book?
You read it. Give me the stuff. I'll pack.
All
it.
right, yeah, be very, very careful because this is so
Cornhole
easy
game
to
is
lose.
You don't want to do cornhole, right? A little cornhole. That's
Well, we got the other cornhole maybe for later. All right, hold on. Here's the.
I have a small bag. I can put it in the bag. Yeah, I'll take it.
Now the balls are in there.
Thank you, honey.
That's what he said. And here's the.
This is such a cool game. Oh wow.
So desktop mini golf.
I'm gonna put them in this thing here, and then you have the windmill, right?
AstroTurf crunches beneath your crispy white sneakers.
It does, but it's more like velvet. It's
Yeah, I don't like
nice,
the AstroTurf. You
it's
bend.
a very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like velvet. I love this game.
You bend down and place a hot pink golf ball atop a small rubber mat.
No, we don't have that.
They're talking about real mini golf, like when you play it.
Oh, okay.
10 feet beyond, towers a red, white, and blue windmill. Its spinning blades
May I have the
intermittently
windmill?
blocking the
Wait,
intended.
okay. When you say that, I'll spin the windmill for you. Here.
Yeah, the intended target, the 18th hole. Your sweaty palms grip a rented putter. You inhale and swing the club straight and true.
You can just put it while you talk,
Yeah. The ball streaks directly toward one of the spinning pinwheels, but at the last moment, it misses and falls into the awaiting cup with clink. Holding one! You jump up excitedly and fall back down into the arms of your date, who plants a congratulatory kiss on your lips, on your young lips. Well, it tastes like cola and bubble gum. Never ever, with anyone I've ever played golf with, A has kissed me on the lips at that moment, and B has smelled like cola and bubble gum.
Well, when we played in Fort Collins, we did. Remember?
Yeah, you did not smell like...
I don't drink bubble gum and I don't drink cola.
Mini golf, its first date, summer vacations, and suburban childhood, all wrapped up in nostalgic Technicolor Americana. What was, sorry?
Hand me the windmill, I
Yeah.
pack the mill. It's so cute. Whoever develops these things is brilliant, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
You did really well in this game, David.
I did, didn't I? Well, no, one I double bogeyed, but we won't talk about that.
I don't know what that means.
The real life history of this fun sport. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. This was us when we were dating all those years ago.
Cruella de Vil and some...
Zero Mostel. I don't know.
I didn't know they dated.
But, oh, and look, hon, you should love this. There's an old person. Decidedly old.
Dachshund? Is that a tumor?
No, he's trying to dink his little thing there.
I like it.
This is fun. This is very, very cool. This is like one of the best things of those that they have done. And here, of course, is Picasso with me.
Pablo Picasso.
That's very clever.
Lord, les mademoiselles d'Avignon.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is desktop mini golf.
Ow.
Nah,
You hit me with that.
I didn't hit you. I tossed it at you.
You hit me with that.
Anywho, no more calls for Greeley Times. We have our Colorado Limerick of the Dam coming up. We have story time coming up. We have our friends of the Daverhood. Plus, we have right now our guest in the Daverhood. He is a man who co-wrote a bunch of songs. He's still writing songs and releasing albums. He's Bruce Sudano. He was in a band called Alive and Kickin' back in the day. And then after that day, he became more of a songwriter and co-wrote stuff, particularly with and for his wife. His wife, a woman you may have heard of named Donna Summer, Queen of the Disco. So if you know the song Bad Girls, if you know some of his other numbers, he wrote those. These monster major hits. He also wrote a song that Dolly Parton took to #1. We're going to ask about that one on the country charts. So Bruce Sudano is here talking, alas, not to me, but to the one, the only, the Jewish Rabbi Sol Solomon, founder, and he's a spiritual leader of a synagogue called Temple Sons of Bitches, as anybody who has watched this show from our very beginnings.
Audio on one of your old shows, it says they won't play it. Can you restore audio if you have the rights? I'm saying restore audio.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Okay.
Oh, no, you, please. Oh, you want me to go on a rant about YouTube now?
Please don't.
Oh, I will.
I fixed it for you.
Thank you. So anyway, let me share my screen so I can do that. And now we're going to bring up Rabbi Sol's interview with Bruce Sudano here in the Daverhood. It's a lot of fun. Don't want to miss it. Here it is. Oh, shalom, my friends. Shalom, my enemies. This is your old pal, Rabbi Sol Solomon, the founder and spiritual leader of Temple Sons of Bitches in Great Neck, New York. And how thrilled and delighted I am to be talking to this gentleman here. You know, let me ask you folks a question. Who has sung a song that you have written? Huh? Maybe your wife, maybe your kids, maybe the guy you paid $1,000 to make a demo for you? Huh? This man, Bruce Sudano, his songs have been sung by the likes of Michael Jackson, Reba McEntire, Dolly Parton, and also a woman you may have heard of, his late wife, Donna Summer. He's actually a co-writer of the song Bad Girls. Yes, Bruce Sudano is actually the guy who is on the cover of the Bad Girls album. He's the sleazy-looking cop leaning on the thing and the thing. Anyway, we'll ask him about all this. He's also a New Music Weekly Adult Contemporary Artist of the Year. So we welcome so much to Bruce Sudano. Shalom, Bruce!
Hey, Bubba.
Oh, you know the lingo. But wait a minute. I'm guessing
What's
you're
lots
Italian.
to?
Wait a minute. You're not a Yid, are you?
I'm not. I'm a Catholic boy who grew up in Flatbush. With lots of brothers.
Okay, all right, but let me ask you. That was going to be literally my first question. I'm going to show you. Here's my first question. Look at this. Memories of growing up on Flatbush Avenue. I'm presuming in like the 50s, 60s. So yeah.
Yeah, I grew up on. My house was on Avenue I in East 28th Street in East Flatbush. About a block and a half away from Brooklyn College. One block off of Nostrand Avenue. one big block away from the junction at Flatbush and Nostrand.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, hold it. I'm sorry, just the mention of the junction there, that always gets me. The nostalgia factor of that particular junction.
Yeah.
So what are stories? Do you remember, like, soda shops? Do you remember, of Flatbush?
Yeah, I remember. I forgot a lot, but I remember a few things. I remember the Four Kings restaurant at the junction. I remember the Collegiate, the college movie theater, and there was like a sporting goods store kind of called Collegiate next to the movie theater. My band's first manager was Mel from Mel's Record Rack on Nostrand Avenue. We used to rehearse in the basement of Mel's Record Rack back in '66.
Now, let me ask you, since it was 1966 and you had a band, what kind of music was it? Were you trying to be a Beatlesy band? Were you more R&B? What was that band, and what was their ethos?
Yeah, we were like a top 40 cover band. We would do the Rolling Stones, 19 Nervous Breakdown, and we do the Animals, We Got to Get Out of This Place, and we would do Woolly Bully, and we do Devil with the Blue Dress, and we do Heart of Stone by the Rolling Stones, and like that.
Yeah. Oh, so how long did that band stay together, and did you write your first original song, when you were part of that band?
Absolutely. That was kind of how I began to be able to be a songwriter. Was writing for the bands that I was in and writing with band members in the band, the band eventually evolved into becoming a band called Alive and Kickin', and we played the same circuit as the Vagrants and the Illusion and the Hassles, and at some point, like in about 1968, we became the house band at a club in the city called Cheetah.
Oh, okay. But that was years before it became known as one of the disco clubs. Cheetah at that point was just a dance club, or it was what?
It was still back in '68. Clubs still had bands. It was before disco was happening. Clubs, we were also the house band for a while at the Electric Circus. These venues were for live music.
Yeah.
And so at the Cheetah, we were the house band 6 nights a week, 5 sets a night, 40 minutes on, 20 minutes off. At the same time, I was going to St. John's University out in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah. For what? For music or for a day job?
Yeah, I started out as a psychology major. I ended up being a minor in psychology and a major in theater.
Yes!
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I got to ask you, I did not realize this part. You majored in theater. What roles did you play when you were at St. John's? Do you remember any plays or musicals you were in?
Yeah, I don't know. What comes to mind is The Rainmaker. I don't know why. I haven't answered that question maybe ever. But The Rainmaker comes to mind. And I don't know why. And I know there were a couple of, I don't think they were actually plays that we did, but there were many scene studies from like Streetcar Named Desire and that kind of element. I even actually studied with Stellar Adler for in the city for a while.
All right, do you have any memories? She is a legendary acting teacher. Did she teach you anything that blew your mind, or was there something amazing about her that made her so special?
Well, I think the most amazing thing that I remember is she was very intimidating. And my vision of her is sitting in a chair with a high back, with a small dog in her lap, and telling me that I had to exude more confidence and I shouldn't be intimidated.
Ha! Ironically. But did that work? Did you say,
exactly.
You came up to her and said, okay, you're not going to intimidate me, and neither is an audience. I'm going to, so it worked.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was, I think she recognized my, most obvious area of weakness. And so she went right at that, and then ultimately what happened is, as we were the house band in Alive and Kickin' at Cheetah, Tommy James lived around the corner, came in one night. Myself and Woody Wilson, our bass player, started hanging out with Tommy on breaks, ended up co-writing a Tommy James and the Shondell song called Ball of Fire, which got me signed to BMI, got me a $1,500 advance. It was the most money I had ever seen at one time in one place. And then subsequently, Tommy produced Alive and Kickin', and we had a hit record called Tighter and Tighter the following year.
So why aren't you Alive and Kickin' now with that same band? How did you end up morphing away into being more of a songwriter?
Well, we had a big hit record. We went on tour with the Mothers of Invention with Chicago.
Stop. You were on tour with Zappa and the Mothers? Do you have any, what was it, the Flo? This was been before the Flo and Eddie years. So who was it? Who was in the band?
Yeah, it was before Flo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But it was before Flo and Eddie. It was when they was super avant-garde and super amazing. They were so next level that, it's hard to describe. And for me at the time, like 19, 20 years old, I was just kind of like in wonderment,
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did American Bandstand, the Alive and Kickin' album cover we shot in the Pacific Ocean. It was the first time I had ever been on a plane. It was flying from, what was
Pan Am or
what was JFK called back in those days?
Mr. President.
Yeah.
Alive. He was alive and kicking, not for long.
No, the airport. What was
Idlewild. Idlewild before it became JFK.
It was Idlewild. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So first plane ride, blah blah blah. That was like, what happened with Alive and Kicking? A youthful stupidity, basically, is what happened. At that time, the music was transitioning out of this thing of pop radio into more of an FM, heavier conceptual musicality vibe. And Alive and Kicking, in an attempt to transition into that space after having a pop hit, we got lost in a shuffle. And although we recorded a few other singles that sort of charted, we could never really reach the height of that again. We produced an album that, was very au contraire to the beauty and the magic of Tighter Tighter, where, it was much more aggressive and with lots of different parts and 7-minute songs and, just youthful energy and passion, but without any kind of boundaries for the real world, really.
All right. So you guys broke up, but then it's not as if you went into theater or psychology. You did what? Where did you go from there?
Well, the band didn't break up, and I left the band.
Oh.
I subsequently moved to Los Angeles. Two of my buddies who were also from Brooklyn, who were from a vocal group out of Brooklyn called The Movements. And they were sort of from the same neighborhood. We had met them because they were going on the Zachary TV show.
I know who Zachary is. Okay, yes, okay.
So we had to. They asked they asked my band if we could back them up because they were just a singing group on the show. So we agreed to do that. We became friends. We played a lot of other gigs together for a period of time. Anyway, subsequently, the three of us end up in Los Angeles in 1976. Another friend from the neighborhood was a girl named Susan Mineo, who was the vice president of publicity at Casablanca Records. And she said to us, you know, you three mooks are out here, we're all trying to do it on your own. Why don't you put something together? You know, you probably have a better opportunity. We got Jimmy Ina comes out to California. He shows up at my one-room apartment on Laurel Avenue, just off Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, I love that junction too. Oh, you're just mentioning the best junctions today. Oh, and yes, so he comes out. Did you say Jimmy Iovine? That guy?
Jimmy Ina.
Oh, it was Ina. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jimmy Ina was at that point a very big producer. Grand Funk Railroad, Eric Harmon, the Raspberries. These were all Jimmy's productions, and he was starting his own label. Came out. What happened was, before I left for California, I had written a bunch of songs. Get out to California. Susan says, put something together. So Joe Bean Esposito, Eddie Hokinson, and myself start rehearsing these songs. We start writing some other songs. Arista Records is interested. Jimmy flies out from New York, says, hey, I'm starting up my own label. We're going to be distributed by, I forgot who we was being distributed by at that point. But, you know, major distribution, I want you to be the first act on my label, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we decided to go with Jimmy. And,
did you feel, Brooklyn Dreams no, wait a minute, you had a friend with Casablanca. Did you feel guilty because she was the one who was kind of pushing you along there at first, and then said, nah, we're going with this other guy. No hard feelings?
No, she was a big fan of Jimmy. In fact, she probably called him up and said, you should check these guys out. At the time, we didn't appear to be a fit for Casablanca. So subsequently, what happened, I gave up my apartment on Laurel Avenue. We all gave up our apartments. We were supposedly moving back to New York for 3 months to record the first Brooklyn Dreams album. At the last minute, they say, no, you're not coming. You're recording out in Irvine, California.
Was this before or after you signed away your apartment lease?
After. After. So this is, I'm leading up to how Brooklyn Dreams met Donna Summer.
Yeah.
So we now have a record deal. We're going to record our first album in Irvine, California. They're getting us apartments in Irvine by the studio. We're going to be out there for 3 months. But for the next 4 days, we have nowhere to sleep. So we call Susan. We have nowhere to sleep for the next 4 nights. Can we come and sleep on your floor before we go to Irvine? Sure. Sunday afternoon, we're all up, sitting around the kitchen table. I got a guitar. We're just singing, sitting around the table. Donna Summer, who had just returned from living 8 years in Germany, was getting a driving lesson. She just had a big hit in America called Love to Love You, Baby. So now they've moved her to LA. She's getting a driving lesson. On her driving lesson, she decides to stop and see the head of her publicity.
In the middle of a driving lesson? Was she telling?
Yeah, she was just driving around Beverly Hills, and they were like, well, I think Susan lives over here. Let's go say hi. So anyway, she comes up. We all meet. We start writing songs immediately, and became great friends. That's
how you met her.
That's the
so you were friends first for a while. Eventually, you obviously became more than friends. She became your wife. How did that morph? I mean, did that take a long time, or were there sparks pretty quick?
There were sparks pretty quick, but we were both involved in other relationships.
Okay.
And so there was a period of, yeah, I don't know wait, I had a good word and I lost it. I won't say drama, but melodrama. There was a period of melodrama.
Okay.
So we could finally figure out
How
how to navigate all that, and having two careers. There were a lot of complications. Interracial marriage. On every level, record companies saying, this is not a good idea.
Well, what could the record company have against it? What could the record company possibly have against her home life, your home life?
Well, it's always a matter of from on my side, my record company is saying to me, Bruce, you're ruining your career. You're ruining your career because you're stepping into a shadow that is going to be too difficult to navigate.
You would be Mr. Donna Summer.
Her record company is concerned about keeping her under control.
Mm-hmm.
And working and focused in a way that they want her to be focused. So anyway, it's just part of the scene, and we were young and trying to figure out our own emotions and all that. But the fact of the matter is we got to a place where we both were like, we don't want to live our lives without each other. I think that was the realization that ultimately we both came to, regardless of all the other noise that was around. And we were volatile. We were both young, headstrong, on fire with our opinions, and people would look at us and go like, "Oh man, Bruce Sudano, be careful."
And then also, and maybe you have a cold or something, but you constantly are like you snort singing during the. Did you blow out your sinuses in the 1970s with part of the club scene where you both doing a lot of drugs? Or you avoided that stuff?
No.
Oh, good for you guys.
We never. Never. Smoke pot, yeah. Me, not even Donna. Donna was not a drug person, at all. I just have. I think it's evening and fall happening in Milan outside my window.
Got it. Oh yeah. By the way, this man is in Italy right now. He's in Milan. Is that like your summer play, or you live there all year long, or what's your current situation living wise?
My current situation living wise is half the year in Milan, half the year in LA, broken up incrementally in different variations.
Oh, well, we should mention, but that reminds me that in December you will be touring. You're going to have gigs in New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
I'm doing a few dates, opening for a band that's called Fantastic Cat, who are quite an entertaining, musical, talented bunch.
Oh, good. And you're opening for them for a couple of gigs. There are 3 on your website. Maybe you're going to add more, but they're in December. So people should take a look at BruceSudano.com, SUDANO, BruceSudano.com. But let's get back to you and Donna and the marriage and, of course, having now big hits with her.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we started, songwriting was always, the foundation. That's how we really got to know each other and to spend time with each other, and it was through songwriting. And, Joe Bean, Eddie Hoganson, and myself, and Donna, that she came out and sang backgrounds on the first Brooklyn Dream album. We reciprocally sang background on her I Remember Yesterday record. At that time, Brooklyn Dreams also got involved in a movie called American Hot Wax.
Oh, yeah.
we formed a group with our friend Kenny Vance for the movie called The Planetones, and we did a couple of songs, Rock and Roll's Here to Stay, and it was a great time. 3 months on the set. Jay Leno, Lorraine Newman, Chuck Berry. It was just Brenda Russell, great friend till this day. So it was a magical time. And at the same time, we were on a big tour with Donna all around the States. It was called the Summer Night Dream Tour. And Brooklyn Dreams opened this show for Donna. And then we would appear again later involved in her show. And that tour went on for quite a long time. And in between that, we were writing, Brooklyn Dreams wrote a title track for a movie called Hollywood Nights, which interestingly enough, it was the end title track for the movie. The movie starred, I don't know if anybody, for those of you who know Robert Wall, it's kind of become like one of those cult kind of things. But the song itself has been sampled by Snoop Dogg, numerous people have sampled that track, and the sampled version of the song has, done more than what the song ever did. So it's kind of interesting. We wrote movies for Police Story, so there was a lot going on in those years. Brooklyn Dreams ultimately recorded 4 albums. Our contract got bought out by Casablanca for our next record. We've recorded 3 more albums for Casablanca. 1980, Donna and I got married. Brooklyn Dreams split up at that point. Eddie moved back to Brooklyn. I got signed by Millennium RCA to do a solo album. I did a solo album called Fugitive Kind.
I do want to break in here because Bruce Sudano is still recording solo albums. As a matter of fact, this image behind me is the cover of one of your albums. And if people want to get these albums or learn more about them, they can still go to brucesudano.com, because your most recent, which is about a year or 2 old, is called Talkin' Ugly Truth, Telling Pretty Lies, which is the one that you're kind of pushing at the moment and stuff like that. So have you ever written a song or 2 or 3 about your years with Donna Summer? Because you were together until she passed. And when she got sick and you were with her. So did you ever write about that cryptically or not so much in a song?
I mean, it was when she got sick is when, because just to tie up the story of my first solo album, after I recorded that album, a couple of the singles charted, but what I realized at that point was that I couldn't navigate trying to be a solo artist, have Donna having her career. She was now pregnant with our first child. And it was so at that point, I said, okay, I'm not going to be a solo artist anymore. I'm going to be exclusively a songwriter, because otherwise my whole life can't be managed. So over the years, I wrote for Dolly Parton and the Jacksons and Michael Jackson and Robert Palmer and, many people in different movies. And, I had, an okay career as a songwriter. But it was when Donna got sick that I reinvented this phase of my life where I am now a solo singer-songwriter who goes out, sings his songs, and does shows and makes records. And it was inspired, initially by the period when Donna was sick. And I wrote, the first album of this phase of my life, which is called With Angels on a Carousel. And it starts from the season of her being sick right up through her passing, and it's there's songs about navigating through, painful times and finding hope in the middle of the storm, and finding resilience to go forward and carry on, and all of those things. And so coming out of that, I put a new band together, and I was now living a new life. I was a guy in my 60s who is now once again a single man in the world. My kids were grown and out on their own. And so I'm like, well, who am I now? I'm not the guy I was when I got married, that guy, and I'm not the guy I was when I was married, and I was, being dad, and I'm a single man in the world again. Who is that guy?
By the way, are you still a single man in the world, or have you cohabitated? Where are you at right now?
Well, so I wrote an album full of single man in the world again, about who that guy was. Ultimately, I fall in love again.
Mazel tov.
Okay, so I fall in love again. I have material to write about falling in love again, because here you are in your 60s and you're like 13. How does that work?
That's how life works. Yeah, that is how life works, and I would mazel tov on that. But I've got to, while we have a couple of minutes left, I do want to, I got to get some stories out of you. Did you get to meet Michael Jackson, or did you just write a song that he ended up doing?
No, I met Michael Jackson a few times, and he was always gracious and funny, and
did he talk like this, or did he talk like this?
No, he spoke like Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. We don't know. And what about, do you have a Dolly Parton story, since you wrote
well, the best Dolly Parton, the best part of the Dolly Parton story is how she got the song, because songwriters are always, curious as to how you get songs covered. And it's a very difficult navigation, let me put it that way. And for me, it's really always been about serendipity. So in this case, my parents are getting divorced. I'm 31 years old. My parents are getting divorced. It's bothering me. I'm an adult, but it's bothering me. So I'm in the back of the house. I'm writing this song called Starting Over Again, about the divorce of my parents. Donna comes to the door. She opens the door, sticks her head in the door, and says, put a line in this song about all the king's horses and all the king's men. I'm like, okay. Figure out a way to put the line in the song. I write the song. A couple of weeks later, Donna's going on the Johnny Carson show. She says, you know what? I'm going to sing your song Starting Over Again on Johnny Carson tomorrow night. I'm like, that's really nice, but babe, you can't do that. You're going on to promote your new single. You got to do your new single. That's why you're going on the show. Yeah, but maybe they'll let me do two, and I'm going to sing the song. I'm like, but why would you do that? You didn't even record the song. It's so, well, if I sing the song, maybe your parents will stay together. Yeah. So just a little insight into the graciousness and the magnitude of who Donna was. So anyway, she goes on the show, true to form, sings the song Starting Over Again. It's on YouTube. You can go find it. Does an amazing version of the song. She never records the song, but the next day, Dolly Parton's people call the house. What song is this? Can we have this song? Whose song is it? But Dolly records it, becomes a #1 country song. So,
wow. I mean, that is a one. I'm so glad I asked that question. So my last question, because we do have to wrap up, unfortunately, with the delightful Bruce Sudano, is do you have another enlightening Donna Summer story, something that we wouldn't expect about her, or a happy, funny memory of her, anything?
Well, I mean, I have, very many memories of Donna, but, she was an exemplary person, of the highest character, of the highest intellect, of the greatest intuition, along with all her giftings of an amazing singer, an amazing songwriter. What a gift for melody. But above all of that is the humanity of who she was, her care for other people, her humility, her graciousness to people, her sense of humor. In spite of the magnitude of the charisma that she possessed, she's one of those people that when she walked into the room, the atmosphere changes, and it just automatically did and does. And she was able to recognize that and to cut the tension in the air with warmth and humility and humor, and so that people always felt that she sees me. She, and she was a beautiful person.
Well, you seem like a pretty beautiful person yourself, Bruce Sudano. I want to remind people that you do have tour dates coming up in the Northeast in New Hampshire and Massachusetts in December. More importantly, all the Bruce Sudano information is at brucesudano.com, S-U-D-A-N-O, sorry.
Yeah.
You can get his new album, or his recent album, Talking Ugly Truth, Telling Pretty Lies, his older album, Ode to a Nightingale, and this is the last thing I really have to, you have on there, for $25, you can buy a Bruce Sudano bobblehead. What?
Yeah.
What? How? What?
Hey, you have to speak to my manager.
I love it. Anyway. Thank you so much. Please come back to the neighborhood, because you obviously have so much more to tell, so much more stories, but it's been lovely talking to Bruce Sudano. Wishing you more music, more good times.
Okay, and let's go get a bagel together sometime.
You'll get with it with two schmears.
Two schmears. Shmatsu, ciao.
Shalom. And shalom to all of you, my friends. Rabbi Sol here live now on this Shabbos morning, November 1st, 2025. Thank you so much to Bruce Sudano. He's making me think that I need not a bobblehead doll of me, but maybe a Davenhead doll, where you just go, you press it, back and forth. You can play the Shema in the background, or maybe it's as a combination music box and annoying toy item. When you press it, you go, but it's also the Shema Yisrael, Adonai Elokeinu, Adonai. Baruch Hashem, you have to wind it up again. I'm thinking of this. If anybody wants to make $1 billion gazillion, please contact me, shalomdammit at AOL.com, and I will read this, and we can brainstorm. We can think of ways to make the Rabbi Sol Solomon Davenhead doll an item, a thing that will be on your Chanukah, Yom HaAtzmaut, and Pesach list, as well as your Shoah list, but maybe not the last one. Anywho, David, the host of this program, has asked me to stay on and do another segment on this 1006th episode of the Dave's Gone By show. So we're going to get this out of the way because it's treif. Do not want that. We're going to get this out of the way. Well, no, we're going to keep this handy because love music and it'd be nice in a klezmer band. But what we do have is story time. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, let us play the music, because story time is a segment wherein we read and comment upon, Talmudically perhaps, a story. And today's story, of course, is Penrod's Pants.
Tell me a story, tell me a story, tell me a story. Remember what you said. You promised me, you said you would. You got to give in, so I'll be good. Tell me a story, then I'll go to
Can't you just see the diving head going? They could do it to that music as well. All right, let's take a look. Let's hear from this book, which is by, let me get my glasses, my extra over glasses. There we go. Because I have 50/70 vision and also some sinus issues. Penrod's Plants by Mary Blount, Christian. Nobody's last name is Jew. And yet so many people are Christian as their first or last name. I do not get this. No one would call me Sol Jew. Well, people do call me Sol Jew, but they're not being nice about it. Mary Blount, Christian Pictures by Jane Dyer, which is not a happy name either. Interesting thing here. This is a ready-to-read book. There it is, ready to read, which basically means it's a book. Ready to read, that's the point of a book. Macmillan Publishing, Collier Macmillan Publishing in London, going back to 1986 on this. To Dorothy Van Wierkum, who will understand. Nobody's going to understand this. And to Julie, who likes to read. Well, this is good, because this book is ready to read. Oh, how lucky we are. Let us begin. Penrod's Pants, which of course begins with a giraffe. No idea why. Begins with a giraffe. Ahem. Someone knocked on the door. It was Hyatt Giraffe. There it is. Later to change his name to Marriott Giraffe. A package for you, he told Penrod Porcupine. It was a pair of pants. Oh, some wonderful alliteration right here. Here's Penrod Porcupine and a pair of pants, or a pair of pants, from Grandmother Quill. I'm just dying of cuteness already. They were blue. They had 4 pockets, and in one pocket there was a $5 bill. Oh, I wish someone would send me pants with a $5 bill in it. I love these pants, Penrod said to his friend, Griswold Bear. Let's go shopping for another pair, just like them. So he's already wearing the pants, which, I don't know, were they already doing distressed jeans in 1986? It's kind of like, it looks like he's worn them already for 7 years, and that's how they sell them. I never understood that. Penrod and Griswold went to town. At the first store, they saw striped pants. They saw plaid pants, and they saw plants with flowers, because it wasn't that far away from the 1960s. Don't think they're interested. Hurry up, Griswold said. My feet hurt. Buy some pants, any pants. He's like me, he's just irritable. But I want pants just like the pants from Grandmother Quill, Penrod said. At the second store, they saw more pants. Well, look, Penrod tried on black pants, he tried on white pants, he tried on orange pants too. My feet, I would go for anyone but the white pants, because being a something-year-old man, they're not going to stay white on me for very long. My feet hurt, and I'm tired, Griswold said. Buy the orange pants with the pockets. I want pants just like the pants from Grandmother Quill, Penrod said. Whiny little bitch, and then the other thing, At the third store, they saw piles of pants. And this is interesting because I make piles in my pants. Penrod tried on short pants. He tried on long pants. He tried on pants with bibs. This I should have. This, in a few more years when I'm in the nursing home, that's what I want, a pant with bibs, or pants with bib. My feet hurt, I'm tired, and I'm hungry, Griswold said. Don't you like any of these pants? What do you think the little annoying Penrod there? I want pants just like the pants from Grandmother Quill, said the fucking thing. All right, here we go. At the last store, Griswold said, look, these pants are blue, they have pockets, they're just like the pants from Grandmother Quill. Mazel tov. No, Penrod said. They're not like the pants from Grandmother Quill. Why not? He turned out the pockets inside out. See, Penrod said, these pockets are empty. The pants from Grandma Quill had a $5 bill in the pocket. He is Jewish. And then you got there's the bear going like, oh, what a schmuck. This is my friend. And now we get to chapter 2 already. Just perfect. Griswold had bought a pair of pants. He put them on, he turned around and around. These pants are just perfect. He says, look, is there orange and there's a stress there? Penrod said, almost. What do you mean almost? Griswold asked. They're a bit long, Penrod said. But don't worry, I'll fix them. Take them off. So he got a thing there almost on his knees, and from a bear there telling you to take off his pants. This book could be going in a very disturbing direction right about now. Snip, snip, I hate the word snip. Any Jew who's more than 8 days old understands the meaning of that word. Snip, 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 Penrod cut the pants. Griswold put on the pants. Well, they're just perfect now, Penrod said. Almost. Grrr, Griswold said. What is wrong with them now? Oh, nothing, Penrod said. But your left leg is shorter than your right leg. Because he did only one hem. Hey. Grrr, Griswold said. My legs are exactly the same length. Penrod said, yeah, but the left pant leg is longer than the right pant. Don't worry. I will fix it. Snip, snip, snip. More snips than an orgy bris. Penrod cut the left pant leg. Griswold put on the pants again. Penrod said, now the right pant leg is longer than the left. We see where this is going. Snip, snip, snip. Penrod cut some more. All right. Griswold put on his pants. Grrr, he said. Now both pant legs are the same, but now they're too short, you asshole. But they are just perfect for me, Penrod said. Except they don't have the $5 in the pocket. He's forgetting that. It's like not the brightest. Okay, we move on to another situation. This book is annoying me. Let's see if it gets better. The tea party. That afternoon, Griswold had a tea party, and he invited. But they get on each other's nerves, and he still invites them to a tea party. They ate and ate. At last, one cookie was left on the plate. Penrod took it. Penrod, Griswold said, it is not too polite to take the last cookie. Why not? Penrod asked. You didn't want it? Well, how do you know that? Griswold said. Did you ask me? Penrod shrugged. If it wanted the cookie, you would have taken it first. Logic, right? He's going to be a lawyer when he grows up. Griswold shook his head. It is not polite to take the last cookie. Let me show you. He went to the kitchen. He got another cookie. Watch me, he said. He passed the cookie to Penrod. Would you like this cookie? He asked. Yes, thank you, Penrod said. He took the cookie. Grrr, Griswold said. Now, what did I do? What did I do? Penrod asked. You took the last cookie, Griswold said. But you asked me, Penrod said. I was showing you how to be polite, said the bear. Penrod munched the cookie. I was polite, he said. I waited till you asked me, and then I said thank you. You know, he's got a point. Grrr, Griswold said. He got one more cookie from the kitchen. Let's try this again. This time, you offer the cookie to me. Would you like this cookie? Penrod asked. Griswold patted his mouth with his napkin. Oh, no, thank you. Could not eat. Wait, let me do the fringe. Could not eat another bite. How could? Penrod said. He popped the cookie into his... This is like a Marx Brothers routine. I like this chapter. Pops the cookie in his mouth. Griswold said. You did it all wrong again. Look how angry Griswold is. Oh, yeah, look at it. He's taking a shit in the woods right here, which is what bears do. But you said you did not want it, Penrod said. I was being polite, Griswold said. All right, let's try this one. You think the bear would learn? You would think the bear would get a clue about his friend here. Let us try it one more time. He got the very last cookie from the kitchen. Now, Griswold said, I will offer you the cookie. You will say no, thank you, even if you want the cookie. You understand? Penrod shook his head. Well, then what happens to the cookie? Griswold smiled. We can break it in half and each take a piece, he said. I like that. That way neither of us will get enough cookie, Penrod said. Or we could just leave it on the plate, says Griswold. Then neither of us gets any cookie, Gotta love Penrod's logic. He's a smart cookie, if you will, and you will. But we will both be polite, Griswold said. I'll take the plate back to the kitchen, Penrod said. Why, thank you, Griswold said. That is very polite. Thank you, Penrod said. And he popped the last cookie in his mouth. That is a great chapter. Thank you. This is Penrod's Pants getting a lot better now. Okay, here we go. Later, Penrod and Griswold walked to the park. They played on the swings. They played on the slide. They played on the seesaw, and they played until dark. I'm afraid to walk home, Penrod said. Don't be afraid, Griswold said. I will walk home with you. Griswold walked home with Penrod. Now, I am afraid to walk home alone, Griswold said. Oh, where's this going? You can spend the night with me. You see, this whole thing was building to a love story. I knew it. Spend the night with me, Penrod said. You can sleep on the couch. I remember when your paws began to wander last time. Griswold tossed, Griswold turned, he flipped, he flopped, he woke up Penrod. It's no use, he said. I cannot sleep without my blanket. Penrod walked Griswold to his house. Now, I'm afraid to walk home alone, Penrod said. Well, you can sleep on my couch, Griswold said. Penrod tossed, Penrod turned, Penrod flipped and flopped, he woke up Griswold. It's no use, he said. I cannot sleep without my pillow. Or you should try the chillo thing. Yeah. Griswold walked Penrod home. But now, guess what? Griswold was afraid to walk home alone, so Penrod walked him home again. I'm tired, Griswold said. I cannot do this all night. Penrod looked at the sky. It was already getting light. We already did this all night. Now I'm not afraid to go home. Penrod waved goodbye and walked through the gate straight to his house next door. Next door. This is actually a very clever book here by Mary Blount Christian, Jane Dyer here. Penrod's Pants. We got one more chapter. This is going quite quickly and I have to say very enjoyably. This is good. The tooth. The tooth. He had them before. Here we go. This is a chapter of Penrod's Pants called The Tooth. And nothing but the tooth. Oh, Griswold said the next day. My tooth is loose. Well, pull it out, Penrod said. I'm afraid. Don't worry, Penrod said. I will help you. Oh, this is going to Laurel and Hardy territory now. Penrod gave Griswold an apple. Chew on this. Oh, Griswold said, but the tooth did not come out. Penrod tied a string to Griswold's tooth. He tied the other end of the string classically to a doorknob. Get down on your knees, Penrod said, sort of reversing the sexual aspect of a previous chapter. Now, when I close the door, it will pull out your tooth. Oh, God, this is going to be blood. There's just going to be blood everywhere now. It will pull out your tooth. 1, 2, stop, Griswold said. Don't count out loud. Surprise me. Penrod counted to himself. 1, 2. He slammed the door shut. Oh, Griswold said. The doorknob came off. It hit his nose. Now I have a loose tooth and a sore nose, says the bear. I told you they'd be blood. Do not worry, Penrod said. I have another plan. He led Griswold to a tree. Climb up the tree, Penrod said. Tie this string to the branch. What? And then jump. Griswold wisely moaned, I cannot do that. It has to be a surprise. You're going to have to push me, he said. So here they are up in a tree. No, Penrod said, you know I'm afraid to climb trees. Well, I'll help you, Griswold said. Penrod closed his eyes while Griswold helped him up. I have to close my eyes now, Griswold said. You're going to have to open yours. Penrod opened his eyes. He looked down. The ground looked far away. Whoa, he said, shaking with fear. Stop shaking, Griswold said. The branch is going to break. Snap. The branch broke. Well, you know, at least in this day and age, they were getting snap, unlike now with our shutdown. The branch broke. Down went Griswold. Bump went the branch on Griswold's head. Thump went Penrod beside him. They're both down. And let me guess. Let's see if the tooth is still in his head. Oh, Griswold said, now you done it. My feet hurt from shopping for pants with you. You gave me a sore nose. You gave me a bump on the head. But look, Penrod said, here's your teeth. There's your tooth. Not on your mouth. It's on the ground. Griswold picked up his tooth. So it is, he said. And I really was surprised. Griswold yawned, turned and walked away. Where you going? Penrod asked. I'm going to put this tooth under my pillow. I'm going to go to sleep. And if you're lucky, Penrod, by spring, I may think this was funny. It's a good line. Sleep tight, Penrod called. When you wake up, we will have even more fun. Grr, Griswold said. That's actually, I am very happy with this book. This is the book Penrod's Pants, which nearly came off at one point, but still, they're pals. 5 episodes in Penrod's Pants that will have you laughing. Maybe not from start to finish, as it says, but I at the start, then started laughing, finished with a big laugh there. Very nice. Penrod and Griswold in Penrod's Pants, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect for Hanukkah reading. Well, my friends, this was Story Time with yours truly, the one, the only, the Jewish Rabbi Sol Solomon is me. For more about me, you can go to my website, shalomdammit.com, shalom, D-A-M-M-I-T, shalomdammit.com. You can read and hear my rabbinical reflections, my sermons. You can also watch my stage show, Shalom Dammit, an evening with me, plus 10, count them, 10 of my episodes of Shalom Dammit, Rabbi Sol's Peace, Love, and Acid Reflux Hour that aired on cable television several years ago. They're all the links are there. They're to YouTube, and they're listed on my site, shalomdammit.com. So do please check it out. If you want to contact me, shalomdammit at AOL.com. If you want to see me on X or Twitter or whatever the hell they call it, it's at Rabbi Sol Solomon, at Rabbi Sol, Solomon. All these different ways to stay in touch now that the high holidays are over, thank goodness. Now that we can just wait for the happy holiday of Hanukkah coming up, but not yet. We're done with Halloween, so we don't have to be scared to cross the street from kids with their apples and the shaving cream and the switchblades. No, it's good times now. Hope you're having good times. Hope you have a fine Shabbos and weekend. This is Rabbi Sol saying shalom to you, and thank you for joining me on Dave's Gone By for Story Time.
Tell me a story, tell me a story, tell me a story. Remember what you said. You promised me, you said you would. You got to give in, so I'll be good. Tell me a story, then I'll go to bed.
Well, yes, our story has been told of Penrod's Pants. Thank you so much to Rabbi Sol Solomon. Thank you also to Bruce Sudano for being our guest in the Daverhood, talking about his music, talking about his career, his life. So much cool stuff, really great guy. And thank you to Kenjamin Franklin, that's his name, or that's what he calls himself, Kenjamin Franklin, the PR person who helped set up that interview with Bruce, which was coming to us all the way from Milan, Italy. What an amazing world we live in. So and thank you all for watching. You know, we still have our Colorado Limerick of the Damned coming up. That'll be towards the very, very end of the program. Our 1006th episode of the Dave's Gone By Facebookio, Podcastio, Programmio of the stream. My darling and adorable wife is back with us. Hello, darling, adorable wife. She fell on her bell. Oh, I'm glad I rung you up. You got to read Penrod's Pants. It's actually very funny. Rabbi Sol.
I was watching it.
It's a very cute and amusing
disturbing
book.
in many ways, too.
Yeah, well, that too. Yes, anything Rabbi Sol does is disturbing by its very nature.
I see that.
So let's see what else. Anything else to talk about? Because we still have our Friends of the Daverhood to do and our Colorado Limerick. So
I think the Limerick would be.
well, you can help me. Friends of the Daverhood still is important to me. It's the folks who have been on this program before.
Can I have your vote? I'll take your vote.
Yeah. Oh, it's over there. Yeah. So we think of them as alumni. They're friends of the Daverhood, family of the program, and we're very proud that they've been with us. And we also say, like, hey, what are you guys up to now? You were on the show 14 years ago. What project are you working on? So let's get a little classical music going in the background. All you protest have cats. Here's maybe Mozart. Wait, hold. That's actually one of the things I wanted to start with. Go figure.
Oh.
Congratulations to Darren DeVivo.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, Darren posted something about a radio station that's been on Long Island for a whole long time. But Darren, we were talking to him just 2 or 3 weeks ago. He was this long time broadcaster on WFUV radio in Fordham in the Bronx. And, you know, he got, thanks to not even the shutdown, thanks to this current administration's hatred for public television and public radio and slashing millions and millions of dollars because of admittedly left-wing stances on many of these stations, Darren, after 40 years in the business, got shit-canned. So he's been looking for other gigs. He does podcasting. So congratulations to Darren. He has landed. He's going to be on WKZE in Connecticut. Well, they have one outlet in Connecticut, but he can also record in Red Hook, Brooklyn. So mazel tov to Darren DeVivo, who's back on the terrestrial as well as the online airwaves at WKZE radio. It's just that Darren just shared on a feed that WLNG is now in trouble.
Do you know that?
I've heard of it. Yeah, there were. There's unbelievable. It's a Long Island station. I mean, I don't wish them that much well because I'm sure I sent them a resume that they put in their circular and never considered me for anything. So, but still.
What does that mean, put in their circular?
What?
What does it mean they put the resume in their circular?
Oh, the circular file.
Oh.
It means
the garbage?
The garbage can. Yeah. Where so many of my resumes have gone over the years. But this you can't click on the damn story here, but it's a shame about WLNG.
It's funny that you mentioned him and I picked him up.
I know that. I mean, literally, it was Darren DeVivo. He's my first. Here, look. He was my first thing under Friends of the Daverhood today. So, congratulations, though, to Darren at landing at a station. Also, want to let you know that tonight, Quinn Lemley is nominee for Vocalist of the Year at the Josie Music Awards. Not sure where that is, but want to certainly wish her good luck and congratulations to our friend Quinn Lemley. And then this Friday, November 7th, a lot of things happening on Friday. Lucy Kaplansky is playing at City Vineyard in New York City. Peter Felicia, our theater friend, he is going to be taking part in a Zoom discussion from Theater Resources Unlimited. Is the Broadway musical doomed yet again? But the same night, if you don't want to be part of that Zoom thing, there is a you can listen to some music. Marcus Goldhaber has released a single called "I Can't Wait for Christmas," and that is coming out on Friday, this Friday, November 7th. Playing now through next weekend, Tom Alper's play The Pitch, which features longtime legendary broadcaster Phil Hendry and produced and also understudied by Christine Blackburn. That is at, where is that? I didn't write that down. Well, it's in New York. It's playing, sorry, I didn't take the theater down, but it's off Broadway. Go catch it. You have one more week to see it. You have one more week to see David Cale in the solo Blue Cowboy that he is producing at the Bushwick Star in Brooklyn. Ruben Santiago Hudson is directing the off-Broadway play The Other American, which is written by and features John Leguizamo, that is at the Public Theater, off-Broadway downtown. Andre DeShields is Tartuffe. Wonderful reviews for this. It is at City Center Stage 2. That's where Manhattan Theater Club operates out of, but this is not a Manhattan Theater Club thing. And that is playing through November 23rd. And now through December 2nd, Gabriel Barry is directing the off-Broadway show Reunions at City Center Stage 2. Reminder that Evan Seplow is the founder and editor of StageBuddy.com. Vicky Quaddy is doing theater like Late Night Catechism and Bible Bingo at various places in Chicago, although she's really based out of the Greenhouse. David Sheward writes theater reviews for TotalTheater.com. He put up a bunch of new ones just this past week, so you want to check those out, including a new Broadway play featuring Laurie Metcalf and a couple of other things that seemed like fun. What else? David Kenny, his radio show, Everything Old is New Again, airs live on WBAI on Sunday nights. Eva Heineman is the host of High Drama, a theater criticism show that you can watch on YouTube and on Facebook. And let's see, anybody else? And well, speaking of radio, Tony Orlando still does Saturday Nights with Tony Orlando on WABC 770 AM in New York. And those, my friends, are the friends of the Daverhood. La 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 la. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's about 20 to noon Eastern time here in the Daverhood. You're watching Dave's Gone By. I do want to put in a little plug for myself to remind you that if you hear the sound of my voice for 3 hours, if you want me to shut up for a bit and just read my work and just read the plays I've written, the interviews that I've done for magazines, the news pieces that I've done, my song lyrics, all of that are at a different website. It's davelefkowitz.org. davelefkowitz.org. I've been going through the archives, haven't reposted certain things, but I'm kind of trying to make the glossary, the index, a little more user-friendly. But it's still all there at davelefkowitz.org. Would love for people to read more of my stuff. And certainly, if you have a theater company somewhere and you're looking for a play to put on, this is good. I was going to tell my wife this. I have a bit of happy news, so I guess I can share right now. Very, very rare. Hold on. Want to thank ever so much.
It better not be a new potato.
No. If you remember about 4 years ago, really, during the pandemic, I wrote a play called Restoration Playhouse.
Oh, I have the video. You have the video.
I have the video. We show it.
Why don't you put some video? You have it in my. You probably have some of the video I taped.
I'm sure I did. In fact, here I can probably find it on YouTube or. It was.
We posted we posted your sections, right?
Yeah. No, I can. I know I posted it somewhere on my website. It was from the Red Bull Theater. Should come up. You can actually find it on davesgoneby.net or .com. It just takes a while to load up because our browser is from forever. All right, here we go. I can play. Let's play a little bit of Restoration Playhouse. Hold on. I want to get to. There's a part where I'm interviewed first by a guy named Nathan Winkelstein at Red Bull Theater, and then the play starts. And they did a really wonderful job of it. I can actually let me see if I can share my screen. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we're going to share a little bit of it. And here, to be reminded of my show, Restoration Playhouse, which was directed by a wonderful guy who was a guest on the show, Timothy Douglas.
What was the name of your play?
Restoration Playhouse.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of the one you did with the one you did with the girl with the job.
No, that's 3%.
I'm getting confused.
Yeah. So this one we're going to watch just. The idea was this was
like the actress. Yeah.
This was just when theater was coming out of COVID.
It was Red Bull Theater.
Red Bull Theater Company.
But not Red Bull the drink.
No, nothing to do with Red Bull. Any of that. They call them so. They did it online. It was an online theater piece. Runs about 15 minutes. We're going to watch just a little bit.
Yeah.
And the idea is it's a theater company that now has the option to come out of hibernation that they've been for a year.
Go live?
Sorry?
They're going to go face to face.
No.
Person?
Let me just show a little bit of the play itself as it ran online back in 2021. It was 2021. It's a Short New Play Festival 2021. Well, this is coming out of it.
15 months of empty chairs.
Not a soul allowed downstairs.
A stage where joyful chaos flowered nightly.
A house where but one ghost light now burns brightly.
When I think back on times of plenty,
A year ago, March 2020,
a season of plays, all guaranteed hits.
till Corona came and called us quits.
This close we were to an NEA grant. But now,
The seats unfilled, the money scant.
but Millamore, despair ye not, till I share with thee the news I've got. Governor Cuomo, at his conference of press, made note of theater's great distress, and said in his charming New York drawl, "My heart it bleedeth for you all, and that is why in one more week you shall receive the balm you seek."
Dare we hope what we've been hoping?
We dare, and in a week, reopen.
Well, I don't know what to do faster. Call the actors or Ticketmaster.
Mel.
I'll make a list of all my tasks. Priority 1, order masks.
Mel?
Second in line is to tell Avarice that just in the nick we've been spared the abyss. The Benden Theater is...
Millamore! Let me stop your stanza, for though you are my Sancho Panza, the best stage manager by far, the Eleanor to my FDR, I fear that when details of this reprieve have been unpacked, they may not up to be what they are cracked.
You scare me with this sudden note of gloom. I can't endure another month of Zoom.
Millamore.
So anyway, it's a cute, come on, it's freaking clever.
I can't endure another month of Zoom.
So I wrote that.
Preach, brother, preach.
And Red Bull did a lovely job, and the actress is they were all great, but she was fabulous.
The whole cast that they gave you were excellent.
Yeah. And it was lovely. Directed, they even had the picture of the theater behind. They did a fabulous job.
Yeah.
Now, I sent other plays to them in succeeding years that they did not put on.
3% you did, right?
No, that was a different company.
Oh.
But,
that play, yeah.
but
I want to give more people opportunity. They don't want to repeat the same people. That's not fair.
It's not fair, but if a play's great, it's great. I thought, I like my plays, and I want them done.
You're going to edit me later, baby.
Yeah. So anyway, Nathan Winkelstein, who if you go to davesgoneby.com and you if you want to watch the whole play, you can. Just look for Restoration Playhouse.
They want to hear what you're saying.
Oh, thank you. So they want to act out the play. We can do that maybe next. You okay?
Yeah, I just hurt myself bad. I both simultaneously knocked my foot and then rubbed my knee ragged on the carpet. Okay.
Oh, ow. Anyway, so Nathan Winkelstein, if you watch my play on davesgoneby.com, the first 7 minutes is actually an interview with this artist. I think it's the artistic director.
With you and the actors, or just you?
Just me. It was like a pre-promo thing to do that they were doing before the play actually aired. Yeah. So Nathan interviewed me, a guy named Nathan Winkelstein, and he just wrote to me 2 days ago, "Dear David, I am pleased to write to you regarding a publishing opportunity for your play. As you may know, the plays that have been written for our Short New Plays Festival over its first 10 years have been published in 5 beautiful volumes called Red Bull Shorts. I'm delighted to let you know that the publishing company Sordellet Inc. has committed to publishing 3 new volumes. And these will contain plays from the 11th through 16th years of our annual festival. All of us at Red Bull Theater and Sordellet Inc. would be thrilled to include your terrific play, Restoration Playhouse, in this Red Bull Shorts collection." And they sent over a contract that I have to look at, and
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
because I forgot about it, and
You didn't forget about it. That's a lie.
I wanted to save it for the show.
You did, of course
No,
you did.
actually, no.
Of course you did. You're passive aggressive.
How's that possible?
I just read somebody's book contract at work, so if you want me to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lawyer, but
But I can tell you,
I
you
trust
probably
him.
can't negotiate much, but see who owns the rights to it.
Well, yeah,
And
yeah.
then see if there's any royalties. Probably not.
No, there's
It's
not.
in a volume, but I can look at
My
it.
other play, 3% got published. It got published
You,
in,
honey. That's why I'm
Yeah.
confused. Good for you.
yeah. So yay. Yeah, I mean,
All right, honey. Well, look at you.
happy week,
Look at you.
happy week. So yeah. So my answer, Nathan, is yes, and thank you. The guy did send the contract.
Answer ever.
Yes, thank
When
you.
does it due?
What was it do?
When is the contract?
Oh, well, no, it's funny. He sent this email saying I should have gotten the contract already. I didn't. I had an email for the contract, and then they sent it yesterday. So now it's official. I'll sign. I'll print it. I'll look at it.
When will the
Sign-
book be out?
Oh, I don't know. Months, I'm sure.
That's great.
It's a hard copy. It's a book.
And get a copy for yourself. Usually in the contract, you see how many copies you get.
Yeah. So I'm
I'm proud of
Grateful.
you, honey. Good for you.
yeah. I mean, I'm maybe more proud if like I didn't even submit a play this year, but if I'd done a play 2 years ago, they picked that one to produce, would have been better.
But you know what? And just enjoy it. Stop being so negative and enjoy your.
I'm Jewish.
Yeah, but enjoy it because
Yeah.
you should enjoy the things that are good. That's lovely.
Yeah.
They could have chose not to put your play in.
True. But God damn it, my play's good. Just watching those 2 minutes, I'm like,
Fun.
yeah,
It
it's
was
a
fun.
funny
I
play.
liked the conference of press. That was funny.
Yeah, no, God damn it, I'm
But
good
you
when I'm
got a
good.
Good turn of word, baby.
I does.
You got a good end rhyme in a play.
Me does have good language
You got
English.
a good end rhyme in a play.
Thank
you.
you.
Do. You really do.
No, you always, you always
Not
make fun
live.
of my end. Yeah.
Your end rhyme live is not good, but written is great.
In those rare instances when I try to rap.
Your live end rhyme is not your game, but your.
But when I sit down and think about it.
Your thoughtful end rhyme is excellent. When
Thank
you.
you.
Have a thesaurus in your brain, you're excellent.
Thank you. And well,
I'll get you, in honor of that, I will get you a pecan yum yum coffee.
Why am I rubbing my tits?
In honor of fall, in honor of your success.
sounds good.
I would play There Goes Success, but we'd lose the rights.
No, we
so
can't.
I'm
We
not
can't
gonna
play
do
anything.
that.
Please,
No.
please don't risk anything.
No.
But anyway, thank you. Thank you to the Red Bull Theater Company. How did that come up anyway?
Because you were talking about probably a play, or Nathan?
What was I saying?
You
Or
were just going
Tartuffe?
over all of
I don't know.
the diddly doodles.
But anyway, thank you to all the friends of the Daverhood. Thank you to Nathan Winkelstein and the folks at Red Bull Theater. Very excited about that. Okay. What else? Well, that about covers it, except for, speaking of end rhyme, speaking of the things that I do best.
This is not an award-winning publishable play.
No.
Bring out the Fuglies. They want to hear it. Just put them in front so they can.
And this is going to be really. None of their faces are. There we go. Look at them. We love them. They're cute. Yeah, this is a Colorado Limerick of the Damned, and this was tough. Sometimes you get a place like Vale or Greeley is pretty easy to rhyme with, or what are some of the other places? Like really.
Fort Collins is easier to rhyme in.
Collins? Not so much. What rhymes with Collins? Not to mention it has to sort of rhyme with Ort Hollins. It's like, ew. Yeah. I don't know. You can go to davelefkowitz.org and read all of our limericks. They're all together in one thing. It's the Colorado Limerick of the Damned that you can find. I don't have the most recent ones published, but the first 300 and something are there. So let me see if some of the places that we have on there from Colorado include Calhoun, not too hard. I did do one for Fort Collins.
Oh, you did? Okay.
As well as Fowler, Fraser, Frederick, Frisco, Fruita, Garfield, Gateway, Genesee, Genoa, Glendive. I mean, it's just like there's a poem about every one of these Colorado places, and I keep writing more. The latest, as I said, is from Cardiff, Colorado. Not an easy one to do, but I managed it this week So, yes, because my wife and I lived for more than a decade in northern Colorado, I just decided to write a poem about as many places I could find on the map or listed, either still running places or sometimes ghost towns. As long as they were actual places and not just a post office, I'm going to try and write a poem if I can rhyme it. So this week, we do go one more time for a brand new Colorado Limerick of the Damned. We're going to Cardiff, Colorado.
A limerick is a comic verse of 5 lines, in which lines 1, 2, and 5 will end with words that rhyme, and likewise verses 3 and 4 also end with words that rhyme. So this is a limerick. Rocky Mountain.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you just a little bit about Cardiff, Colorado. It's a little neighborhood. It's in Garfield County in central western, central western Colorado, kind of considered part of the Glenwood Springs area. Founded back in the early 1900s with a village of about 500 people in it. This is the place where coal would be turned into coke to power the railroads. And you know, I don't know where they farm Pepsi, but here's where they.
Diet Coke power.
Oh! So this is from a website called Sa-Archipedia. Colorado Midland trainmen would tweak the curiosity of tourists by telling them that the town's many ovens were used to heat the water for Glenwood's so-called natural hot springs.
Oh, really?
So people would see all these ovens for turning the coke into coal or whatever, but yeah, so that's kind of sweet.
Folklore.
Yeah, that's actually what the Nazis used to do when people pulled into Auschwitz.
Really?
And said the ovens are for the hot springs, but
Really?
yeah, no,
I don't think that's true.
did not do that. But
think that's
ladies and gentlemen, what are you looking at? The book is fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So here is a Colorado Limerick of the Damned. It is not quite suitable for children, although there's no particularly dirty words in it. But yeah, it's a Limerick of the Damned from Colorado, Cardiff, Colorado. Ahem. That pervert can only get hard if he visits a farmhouse in Cardiff. The smell of the cowsel give him an arousal, so he'll take a great big barnyard sniff. Yeah. So, if you want to complain, Dave's Gone By at AOL.com is the way to do that. Dave's Gone By at AOL.com. Just write to me. I'd love to hear from you guys, or you can post messages to me or direct message me on the Facebook page. But it is really great to hear from you. Even to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a happy smiley emoticon face. Love hearing what you're thinking about the show and our guests and what we're doing. Remember that our archives are at davesgoneby.com, as well as our channel on archive.org. Our audio files are on castbox.fm. Plus, we have a YouTube page. Plus, of course, all the Facebook stuff. So, yeah, lots of ways to keep in touch and to know what we're doing on Dave's Gone By. Well, I want to thank one more time our guest in the Daverhood, Bruce Sudano. Please be sure to get his album from 2024. It is called Talkin' Ugly Truth, Tellin' Pretty Lies. And also, if you're on the East Coast, he's coming to New Hampshire and Massachusetts in December for a couple of gigs. So thank you to Bruce Sudano. Thank you to Kenjamin Franklin for setting that interview up. Thank you to Nathan Winkelstein and the Red Bull Theater for making my week. Thank you to my...
Wonderful. What how exciting, Papa.
Well, yeah. Can I mention that someone else had something published this week? Not specifically?
Wasn't me.
Yeah, you had...
That was my student a while ago.
Yeah, but didn't you have your name on it somewhere?
Yeah, but it's old.
It's old. Right. Well, my play is 4 years old.
Yeah, but your publication is new.
That's true. Anywho, thank you to my darling and adorable wife who makes my week, my month, my year, my life. So love her. And then shout out to all our families. Shout out to all of your families. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, and that pretty much covers it. Is there anything else that we need to discuss or talk about?
We gotta get going because the ladies are baking you the apple pie fritters at the place you loved.
I know.
You know, if we get there late, they're gonna have no apple pie fritters for you.
No fritters for Dave!
And remember the one time she didn't make it and she said, the next time you come, I'll make it for you. Like you were a baby. Like her baby. She said, I'm sorry, I'll make it for you.
Because I'm one of those grateful people. I'm one of those people I was like, oh, thank you. I mean, I'm paying for it. It's not giving me something free. But it's like, oh, yum, yum, yum.
In there and you yelled, me want food.
Me want food. Me, yeah, that's how I go. Me want food. Mm-hmm. That's why me teach the English and me write the plays.
That's why you write the end rhyme playbook.
I write the plays that make the whole world laugh. People would like me if I more frequently had a bath, which is not a proper end rhyme.
Oh, there's a thing called profs and pints.
What is that?
Professors and pints who drink. We don't drink, though.
Well, I can have a beer.
In Fox language, we gotta pay money. Okay.
Oh,
okay, let's get ready to end the show so we go get your cronuts. Your delicacies await.
Mummies, can we get ketchups?
You have ketchup right there.
Can we get more ketchups?
Later.
Okay.
Share it with your friends with the teeths. No, your friends with the teeths, not you have teeths.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, what do they eat? What do these fugglers actually?
They have teeth. They could probably chew bubble gum or something.
Can't chew anything. Ow!
Uh-oh.
Anywho.
Oh, we got to put the bird seed when we get back.
Yes.
Okay.
So lots to do today. We're going to get our day started. We hope you enjoyed starting your day in the Daverhood. We'll be back up with wait. Cool stuff. We got some great guests coming up. So next Saturday in the Daverhood, November 8th, will be someone that I, for many years, wanted to strangle, poison, somehow arrange an accident. Have one of your scandal people.
Mandy Patinkin?
No, not because I hated him. Just out of sheer green envy.
Michael Riedel?
Not Michael.
Going down the road. Oh, who's the guy? They like the Eurocentric guy at the Voldemort bill. Remember him? The guy at Voldemort bill who had the play. He was like very, very very waspy.
He had the play. He was very waspy.
The waspy.
Yeah, no, I know which place you're talking about.
Robert.
He had a better career.
Who was it?
I'm not going to say the name now.
Say the name. Who it is?
The person that I will be interviewing next week is Ben Brantley, who was for 20 years the chief theater critic of the New York Times, which everybody on my rung of theater writing, theater criticism, it was the job that we would have killed for back in the day. He got it.
You need Olivia Pope.
He was, it wasn't a direct succession from Frank Rich, but Frank Rich was in there for a bunch of years in a major way. Then a couple of other people filled in, and then they got Ben. And Ben was the guy. He was the voice of theater criticism for the New York Times. And I get to sit down with him, and he will be our guest in the Daverhood on our next episode. So I'm very, very excited about that. What else? And we have some cool upcoming guests. Fingers crossed. We've got a woman who does a zine, but she was also in years ago, Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind.
Oh, is that the one that humped you?
No, it's not the one. But she was in like the original version that I saw in Chicago back in like the 1980s. She ended up marrying a co-person in Too Much Light, a fellow named Greg Cotis, who co-wrote Urinetown. He's been on the show, but now it's time for her to be on the show because she's written a little book and is doing these zines, and has been for years, from the East Village. And it's a perfect time to get her on. So we'll have Anne Halliday coming up in later November, as well as Justin Ross Cohen and Bill Russell. They're collaborating on a musical. Cohen I haven't heard of before, but Bill Russell, he co-wrote the Broadway musical Sideshow. So we certainly have some really cool guests coming up on Dave's Gone By in these late fall weeks. Don't miss the show. Of course, if you do miss the show, watch it on replay on davesgoneby.com, but try to be with us live every Saturday from 9 until noonish or thereabouts. Until then, don't miss your Daves going by and gone by.
Days gone by. Days gone by. Days gone by.
Bad girls, I've been a bad, bad girl. Bad potato, I'm just a bad, bad potato. We're just bad, bad fugglers. Potato is a sheep. I'm just a bad, bad potato is a sheep. And gone by.